Pretty sure I fixed it. Yep, I fixed it. It should be good. Oh, there it goes again. Oh, there we go. Finally, it's really inconsistent, and I've done all I can. I absolutely like hate my ISP. This is like, and it sucks because this is one of those things that where I have an ISP and I can't like change because this is like the only viable option I have. This is like the only viable option I have for internet providers, and the other one is nowhere near as consistent. It is the most upsetting thing in the world because the last thing it's just upsetting. It's just so incredibly upsetting. Oh, wait 1 sec.
I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire. Your new empire?
Oh, fun! It just didn't copy over any of the stuff like it was supposed to. That makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so good about all the effort I put into all my stuff. I'm gonna have to do the dumb thing. Hold on. There we go. Let's go ahead and get all my stuff worked out again. YouTube and Twitch, man, I swear to God. Should be a lot better now. Okay. Man, it do be pretty bad on YouTube, huh? I know it's really unstable right now, and it makes me mad because there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I've literally done all I can. I hate my internet service provider, man. I really do. And you think the problem would be solved by directing into my router? I'm always like directly plugged into my router all the time. All right. Hold on. There we go. Now I gotta handle this. Is the speed completely unbearable? All right, I think I pulled off some black sorcery. I did. I don't know if it's gonna stay like this though. I can only do so much. I did. I pulled off some sorcery. I'm at least getting a little bit close to what, and it's dropping back down again. It is like the most inconsistent thing you can imagine. I wish I could show you. I wish I could show everyone what I'm looking at when it comes to like my network traffic and everything. And think about it, my network traffic isn't a lot. It's just like AT&T is garbage. Like it's the actual worst. And there's just like absolutely nothing I can do about it. Like like to give you an example, it is bouncing back and forth between like it's bouncing back and forth, the upload speed of like 10 mega, my bad. It's back and forth between 1 megabit per second and like 10. It is that bad. Man. Should be good though now. At least 4 now. I'm at least at 5,000. That's at least what it's reading out to me right now. OBS and Google and everything is reading out like 5,000 kilobits per second. And it's pretty much staying there for the moment. Yeah, I think it finally leveled out. If it doesn't like change, if it doesn't like fix itself, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go forward the stream tonight, because now it's dropping down to like 2,000. It is completely all over the place. Let's play Who's Got Good Internet. Anyone coming into the live stream, welcome, guys. Sorry, this is the most boring part of the stream, is fixing internet issues. It is incredibly inconsistent. Like it just shot up to 10,000 out of nowhere. It shot up to 10,000. Oh. All right, maybe I can fix it by switching to VBR. Okay. All right. I switched up the way the encoder is working. Y'all let me know if it starts freaking out again. But I think we're back. I think we're back. If you guys are here in chat, if you guys are here in chat, just sound off. I think we're actually here. I think we're back. Oh boy. That's like the most annoying thing in the world, man. It's like trying oh gosh, just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Man, nothing ever works when I want it to. I do all of this prep work. All right. So, what I wanted to get into before we actually start the stream, before we get into doing the dynamic encounters and everything, is I want to, I got accused of being too negative. Like, my videos, basically saying my videos were negative, my takes were all negative, and I kind of wanted to address that. I understand why people would say that, especially because, the video I did, my most popular video on my channel is the I'm done with SWTOR video. And it was after the absolute abysmal live stream that the devs did. That live stream actually, it broke me. It really did break me. And it was one of those moments where I was looking at it and, oh gosh, chat's not updating on the stream, but whatever. It was actually one of those moments where I sat back and was just oh my God, the people running this game don't know or don't care what the community wants, especially when you have a community manager who blocks people on Twitter, who has her entire Twitter locked down, and then you also have devs who ignore live stream chat and stuff like that. And then you have these devs that are putting things in the game that are barely what people want, and they're not being as transparent as I think they could be when it comes to that. Completely forgetting about the story update and stuff like that, because that's a factor, but not as big of a factor as a lot of people. Not as big of a factor in the long run, because really what it is they're not able to do stuff because of something that's out of their control, which is the voice actor strike and stuff like that. The other things, though, the not listening to the community, the focusing on cartel market bundles, the abandonment of the PvP community, which, whether or not you like PvP, the point is the PvPers have been straight up abandoned. They have PvP seasonal rewards, but PvPers want ranked, they want new maps and stuff like that, and they haven't been getting them. They've been completely abandoned. And then on top of it, you have the PvE people who have felt abandoned, because the only thing we got for PvE players was the raid layer boss, the XR53, and then we're finally getting master mode of that. But then altogether, the PvE community is completely ignored when it comes to things like titles, because people want people want titles, they want things to chase, and truth be told, I'm saying they want titles, and the truth is they don't really. They want things in the game that they can chase, and things that make them stand out. And if I'm going to be 110% honest, the stuff about the game right now is 90% negative, 10% positive. Dynamic encounters is good. Dynamic encounters is fantastic. I am 110% for everything they're doing with dynamic encounters. I think they're a fantastic addition to the game. I think that adding the decorations to the loophole for dynamic encounters and adding the rewards they're giving to us for like the Narshadon nightlife event, those are good things. Those are positives. But that is only like 10% of what's going on in the game as a whole. And because of that, that is why I cover negative stuff. 90% of what's going on in the game is negative. When that changes, I will be the first person to scream from the rooftops that SWTOR is back. There is nothing else that I want to do than that. But in all honesty, it's just not it. And if that makes my content like negative, then I'm going to have to, that's just what it's going to be. Because I refuse to modify the truth to make people feel better. I refuse to ignore the truth of what's going on in the game for the sake of wanting to just have nothing but pure positivity in life. I do not support people who are toxically positive about the game. And I'm not going to name drop names, but there are people who are toxically positive about the game. And it is incredibly bad. It's horrible because it does nothing for the game, but it does nothing for the game. It just straight up does nothing for the game. And I will not do that. So if that makes me a negative person when it comes to this game, then that's just going to have to be me. But I guarantee that when when it changes, when the narrative changes and good things start coming, I will be the first person in line to be like SWTOR is back. But anyway, on to dynamic worlds. Oh, of course. Stupid thing. All right. So we're gonna start on Korriban. I'm actually looking forward to having it. Like one thing about dynamic encounters that I really like is they're bringing life back to the game, man. That is great. Bringing life back to the game is absolutely the goal, man. And we're back with decent bit rate. All right. Oh, hello. If it isn't a bunch of newbies. How many people are on here? About 100 people. About 100 people. That's not bad. All right. So all right. So let me see. I know it's stupid. Hey, yeah. Get the hell out. Get the hell out. So I can just do this. Whatever. I'm not gonna wait for the stupid elevator.
This academy is pointless. Fall before our might. We need no masters.
Tremble, like the vermin you are.
Whoa, what? Defeat the arrogant acolyte, pompous acolyte, defeat the overconfident. Let's lower the volume a little bit. I want to say this, at least they drop credits, man. Defeat the arrogant acolyte? Okay.
I'm glad someone finally shut them up. Saves me the effort.
Tech fragments and conquest tokens. Okay, whatever. Boy. All right, so what's the next one? Guess the best way to get to this one would be go to the field research station, right? The one in the wilds. Do I think dynamic encounters are good? Yes, absolutely. I think dynamic encounters are fantastic. Anyone who dunks on dynamic encounters doesn't understand the point. The point of dynamic encounters is to make the world feel alive again. And in that aspect, I definitely support it. Making the world feel more alive should be the end goal, the ultimate goal. Because it's an MMO, right? It's like that's the thing. It's an MMO.
Troopers have been marked for liquidation, but it would be such a waste of potential. It would make excellent subjects for my experiments.
Sith researcher. So wait. Gather experiment. The possessed troopers present an excellent opportunity for enterprising Sith researcher if someone is willing to lend a hand. Is it just the possessed ones? Let's go scan berserk troopers. Scan berserk troopers. Okay. And see, like the whole dynamic encounters is riffing on one game. They're riffing on Guild Wars 2, and that's not a bad thing. Like, it's like listen, if you're gonna copy, copy from the best, right? You know, I think Guild Wars 2 has probably the best leveling experience in the industry right now. Like, I'm trying to think of a game that has a better leveling experience. And a lot of people say Warframe. Like, thing about it is, it's not an MMO. It's more like a instance mission-based kind of game, and that's not a bad thing.
It's quite promising.
Test.
Shall we administer my serums?
Okay. Wait, do I have to? I can definitely rip the best, man. Rip from the best, man. Like, freaking yes. Copy Guild Wars for the love of God. It's just that easy. Just don't do what SWTOR did originally in the first place. Is like try to unseat the king of the MMO space by copying it. Because yeah, that's never gonna work. They thought by copying WoW they could beat WoW. They thought that they could destroy the stones by using the stones, and it didn't work out.
Fascinating. Oh, you're still here.
Yes, I'm still here. I'm here, still in your location. Go. So another thing that I think they've done well is like all of the what is it, the planet modernizations. Those are good. That was like it's like a lot. Like, I was one of the, like, seriously, I was one of the only people who was not down on freaking, what is it, character modernization. We were saying by putting him down. Defeat the unhinged commander. Is he in here? Is he here or out here? I was the only person that was on their side when it comes to character modernization, because I was like, guys, it's going to get better. It's not going to be this bad. It's not going to be this bad forever. Like, but everyone was quick to uninstall the game, and like, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's silly to quit the game over that. Like, I think it's silly to quit the game over that. Do I think people are justified for how they feel about it? But do I think it's a good excuse to do it? No. I don't. Thimble Bridgerton, hey, welcome to the chat, man. For the record, I am having some internet stability problems, so you know, if it gets really bad, just let me know. But it shouldn't get too much bad, you know, too much worse. Or at least I hope not. But no, it's just like someone to say I'm negative when and I was for the one thing that everyone was like, this is trash, this is garbage, and this needs to be fixed. It makes the game worse. And I was like, guys, it's going to get better. Relax. And I was the crazy person. But I just got back into the game after the character modernization improved. Yeah, see, like, okay, so I was one of the only people who were like, guys, you guys are being too harsh on the character modernization. Boomer Nation, you need to grow a beard. Also, you're so negative. Oh, dude, I wish, and I know I'm negative, but you know, when the game is 90% negativity, man, is what it is. The hell's up, Boomy? Love having you around, dude. I think that's all the dynamic encounters on Carbon. I didn't get any decoration drops. Simp abso-freaking-lute, dude. I'm such a simp, dude. Like, Boomy, like, hold on. I'm gonna DM you the freaking chat, like the freaking message I got in my on my scheduled stream. This dude came in and dropped this whole message. It's the one guy from the community post, but I'm gonna share it with you, dude, because I was just like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm a preferred player. I can't use companion customizations, and I can't use the helmet toggle. Bro puts Jackie equals marriage. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell my wife. Oh wait, so wait, when does this encounter come back? What's the timer? Is there a timer? Is there, please tell me that there's like an actual timer. And that's frustrating. All right, to Druid Cost we go. I really ship real people, but I could see that. Ha ha ha. They're on timers. I wish they would display them. It's like once they go away, it's just like I can't remember. Did they say it was like on like a certain like they're on like a 30-minute timer, like a 10-minute timer, or a 20-minute timer? Because I'm trying to get those decorations, my guy. Gunna Plum. Not on the Battlefront 2 hype? No, dude, I kind of am. Listen. I am, but people are like, people appealing to the void and hoping that EA will listen. I'm just like, guys, come on. I get the drive, the hope that we're going for here, but we are talking about EA. There were timers when I streamed it on the other night. Maybe I'm blind. Maybe I'm blind, Boomy. Hold on, let me check. Thanks for the follow, Boomy. Nope, there's no timers. Like, there's timers for when they're actually, like, active. Like, I did notice that.
This is entirely out of hand. No, don't touch that!
What? Use electronets to capture the escaped monkeys. What the? A guy is actively on fire. I don't know what else, but that trooper was actively on fire. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting that. Come on, where's the, oh, wait. Am I looking at the wrong spot? So, Boomy, what is your take on the new dynamic encounters they added? What's your take, man? Give me your give me your full honest take. I think adding any kind of dynamic encounters is like a massive plus. Because I think dynamic encounters do a service to the game. They make the game feel alive again. I love that. It's great. While SWTOR is really good in my opinion, I find the helmet toggle being behind an active subscription is stupid and ridiculous. Sorry about my rant. No, dude, that's fair. No, like out of all of the things, like the one thing I criticize SWTOR about is that the free to play and preferred stuff, they absolutely bully people into subscribing. And what's sad is like half the community, or like a small part of the community is on so much copium that they get mad at the free-to-play players and call them parasites. I had a freaking someone in my comment section being like, oh, free-to-play parasites? And I was like, dude, you're so out of touch. It's like you don't get it. I think this is a good thing and an improvement. Yes. I want more dynamic encounters, and I want them to be around for longer. I want longer ones. I want ones that take a little bit more time. Oh wow, there's 5 on Drummond Costs alone? Huh. It does, like, that's the thing though. People are just like, oh, the game needs to make money. It's like, guys, SWTOR has brought in over $1 billion for EA. And that was years ago. It's probably double that now. I believe it was 2018. It was 2018 and the game had brought in had made $1 billion of profit. Not just $1 billion. It's like, oh hey, like the game cost as much and it wasn't $1 billion profit. No, like it was $1 billion in pure profit. I am like, while I get the game needs to make money, but some of the restrictions are ridiculous. No, they really are. They're absolutely ridiculous. Like, you don't get money. Like, the way SWTOR wants to get you to pay, like, for their stuff is by showing up with a gun and threatening you. That is not how you get people to spend money on your game. Like, do you think it's ridiculous because, like, what is it? Like, Arrowhead Studios knows this, and that isn't, like, I swear to God, that this year and last year are perfect examples of, like, these big corporate guys who just don't understand. And the fact that all, like, EA is getting showed up by a team of 100 people. Aubrey! What's up? But EA is getting showed up by a team of 100 people. Think about that. A giant company like that. Back on SWTOR for the new, for 7.7. I gotta do my due diligence, you know. I gotta make sure I'm covering all the stuff, you know. What the heck? Oh, boss. Malfunction construction droid. All right. I've seen SWTOR players say SWTOR has the best free-to-play MMORPG free trial. I'm like, are you serious? Okay. All right. SWTOR has the best free-to-play experience ever. No, it does not. Yeah, exactly. SWTOR is so I think SWTOR is definitely one of the worst. Because especially you can't say that SWTOR is the best when Final Fantasy 14 exists. Lord of the Rings Online has a better free-to-play experience than SWTOR. Like, in all honesty, it does. You know, people, here's the reason why people think that. It's because you essentially get 8 Mass Effect games for free. That is their justification. Their justification is that the original 8 class storylines are completely free. That is their justification. And if anyone says different, they're lying. Because like even Destiny 2, you know what you get in Destiny 2 for free? You get the new light, which is bad, but you also get access to strikes, 2 dungeons, and like I think 3 raids. You get actual access to end-game content in Destiny 2. Yeah, it's nice you're able to actually play through the class story, but legit you can blow through that in like 3 days. Yes, you can blow through all 8 so quickly. Like incredibly quickly. Oh, wait, nope. Oh, that one's like right outside the door. I'll just go over there. It's like if you have the time, you can blow through every single class story in record time. I can't remember what my record is, but I finished the Inquisitor storyline very quick. I think it took me a day. I think it took me a whole day, and I did nothing that day. I like rolled out of bed at like 8:30 in the morning, got on my computer and played SWTOR all day, and only like left my room. This is when I was younger, when I was living with my parents, and left my room to like eat. That's about it.
They're coming straight for the equipment. Protect it while I finish the analysis.
In the camp from attacking bees. I've been playing the night storyline, and I'm trying to replay the stories and take screenshots of my character this time. Like, that's what I want to do, but that requires so much of a time investment from me now. I'll probably wait to do that when eventually I'm able to go full time. That would be fun. Okay, what hey, oh, that's my next suit. Oh, okay. It was something else. Defend the camp from attacking beasts. Okay, where's the other ones? Where are the other ones? I'm shocked that there are so many people in the categories or to really since people 7.7. What have I missed, Birdface? Why is everyone returning? There's no story update. Everyone's kind of returning because of the new dynamic encounters. New galactic seasons for the people that actually care about galactic seasons, which I don't know people who do. There is a what is it? There is new loot for dynamic encounters. That's about it. Yeah, I did research and I was like, there was no story update. No, why is everyone back? Yeah, literally, like, everyone that's actually back is... I feel like everyone that's actually back is probably mostly coping. It's like, I'm here to record content, but I'm under no disillusions about this stupid freaking game. It's like, this game's not getting any more of my money until they actually do something of substance.
They're coming straight for the equipment. Protect it while I finish the analysis.
I have no screenshots of my characters. Didn't want to take pictures of them. Like, one of my regrets 7.7 had no pixel change. Oh yeah, that sucks. I returned to the dynamic encounters and I came back to play my characters because they improved the character modernization. That too, yeah, character modernization. Like a lot of the problems with character modernization that they actually fixed, and it actually looks pretty good. Like I knew people wanted dynamic encounters, but I didn't realize it was a huge thing people were hyped for. I don't think anyone was really hyped for it. I think people are looking for anything to be excited about. In all honesty, I think that's what it is. I think people are eager, want to be excited about something for Star Wars: The Old Republic, because like I covered it in my freaking video. There was really nothing incredibly new that was covered in the update. Like it was Narsha Nightlife has new rewards, dynamic encounters, character modernization, and that is about it. Like, let me see. Like, while I'm waiting for the stupid dynamic encounter thing to show up, hold on. Another SWTOR live stream. At least this one wasn't cringe.
Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. Love it. Pew pew. But look how cute they are. Pew pew.
All right, so let's see. There was combats and movements, which whatever that. I don't remember much from the live stream. Nothing stood out to me. Yeah, maybe the next phase. I need to be in it. Just not even caring about the story update because I know there's no point even want to care about it. Listen, like, and thing was, when the story update comes out, I'll be there for it. I really will. I will absolutely be there for it. So
on the 30th with 7.7.
No, don't. Yeah, so like, it was a story update. There was no information. There's no more information about that. No shit on Nightlife.
They talked about a bunch of the new rewards that are going to be coming from the max bet machines.
Which, if like, I don't know if it's live right now, but Narsha Nightlife is definitely on something. Okay, so dynamic encounters.
They're adding dynamic encounters to more planets, mainly the.
So having dynamic encounters on all of these planets is absolutely sick. In fact, hold on, wait. This one's bugged. I want to finish German Cost, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the planet that benefits really the most from dynamic encounters, and it's freaking Ilum. Ilum has not had any new content since the vanilla. The only thing that Ilum hasn't had anything going on it since, and like nothing ever goes on in Ilum besides like world PvP but no one does world PvP anymore because the PvP there's not enough PvP players that actually go out and do it. There's the story. And there's a story and the planetary story, and when the Gree event comes around, there's people here doing the Gree event and going into the ship and do that. I won't respect people who still care, but but for me, I'm not hooked anymore. The story being interesting, stopped being interesting after Zyos, bro. Like, you're not the only one. A lot of people really don't like Knights of the Fallen Empire, Knights of the Eternal Throne. I have a buddy who absolutely hates it with all of his being. Good friend of mine, but... Wait, please don't tell me there's only 2. Wait. They added dynamic encounters to the PvP zone. This entire area right here is world PvP. Like, you go in here and you get flagged. There's 44 people on Ilum. Wait, time out. Is world PvP back? Is world PvP back? Am I gonna get jumped? I think I know what your favorite thing about Knights of the Fallen Empire, Knights of the Eternal Throne is. My favorite thing out of that whole thing is Senya. End of story. I love Senya, but it's not even my favorite. It's like Knights of the Eternal Throne is not my favorite. Shadow of Revan is my favorite. It's when the game peaked. I haven't seen World PvP forever either. I remember what it was like getting a bunch of people to group up to attack. Yeah, I know, right? Senya's so good. I remember getting a bunch of people together to attack Republic outposts and Republic checkpoints and stuff like that. That was fun. What is it? Particularly large tauntaun specimen defends its territory with overwhelming violence. Wait, is there a big tauntaun running around? Is that a It's a Republic player! No, Birdface was happy about losing Vet. Bro, like, no. 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 In fact, I have a friend who, like, oh, wait, here it is. I found it. A lot of, you know what? Some people say Vet was like annoying. I love Vet. I really do. I think she's freaking hilarious. But I see why people find her annoying. There's way more annoying characters, but I understand why people think Vet's annoying. Thunder? So wait, okay, so there's 44 people on Ilum. Are they here? I'm wondering if they're here in the PvP zone. I mean, Vet isn't a great Miranda, and great as Miranda, but Vet is so pretty great. Torian was boring to me, and Vet was annoying to me, so I felt that there wasn't too hard of a decision. Friggin' Aubrey's out here like, kill them both. I don't care. Lol, get baited. What did I get? Okay. Well, first of all, get the frick off. Disgusting. All right. So wait. How many people are actually here? Okay, so you have a few people doing the Battle of Ilum. I almost said strike. Flashpoint. I can't tell if they're like Republic players though. I was more upset that you could take out Theron, even tell him to get the heck out of the Alliance. For real though. I mean, like, and I don't even like Theron that much, but the fact that you can absolutely yeet Theron is kind of messed up. What is this? Oh, Tonvar pirates? Really? Oh, the Tonvar? They're doing Tonvar stuff in the Griard here? Okay. There's a lot of stuff in Knights of the Eternal Throne and Knights of the Fallen Empire that are bad writing. Like Koth. Like, I hate Koth. Yeet him out in airlock. Slap my wrist. Koth sucks. Get him out of the game. I don't care that he hates me. He was like a character that was like, I hate you now. And I was like, I don't care, dude. Get out. Like, freaking Koth, get out. I hate it. I hate you. I hate everything you stand for. And I hope you die. Exactly. Oh, God, this is your favorite? Oh, bro, I'm sorry. I absolutely freaking hate him. I hate him so much. Wait, what is there a boss? Oh, God, there's a boss. Oh, no, it was a joke. I liked it, but he kept judging me over everything so quickly, and then him, and yeah, and then him. Yeah, it's like every decision you make, he's like, I didn't like that. And it's just, and because you know why? Unless you're doing something that benefits Zakul, he's like, I don't like it. He pouts. Unless you're agreeing with him or doing something for Zakul, he pouts about every goddamn thing. Bag of tech fragments. Credits. All right, let's go. Oh wait, I need to turn my nameplates back on. It'd be easier to see people. Nameplate and winning players, scale with distance, show resolve, blah blah blah, always show hotbar, guild hierarchy. Screw name on pets. Yeah, he pouts and wants to like go against your leadership. So I'd be like, bruh, clearly you need to be reminded I'm a Sith Lord. Yes, it's like, dude, do you know who I am? Wait, is that like a bonus boss? This feels like this feels good. I like this. Nope, I want to target that guy. I can understand him stand for him side, except for him being mad at you in Chapter 3 of Knights of the Fallen Empire. Like we just got out of Carbonite and we're dealing with the SWTOR version of Kai Lang chasing us. Legit. Like legitimately, Koth, you're out of touch. Shut up. It's like I literally am dealing with the fact that I am 5 years out of time and I don't know where. Like my Sith Lord is like my freaking character is like I don't know where my husband is. I don't know where my friends are. And you're sitting here and trying to turn me into this freaking this Zakul like loyalist. I'm like, bro, I have to get back to doing what I was doing. Your empire is not the top of my to-do list. Wait, did they leave me? Oh, I'm just here getting like kicked in the nuts, dude. This is a problem. Why are you mad at me? My tune felt weak, and how to we're supposed to stop an explosion for real, dude. Oh yeah, it's just like it's like we're not just fighting for the people of Zakul. You absolute spam sandwich, dude. Get some perspective. It's like, especially when you're just like, bro, let me tell you, Valkorion was more than just a problem for you guys. He's actually way older and way bigger of a problem than you think he actually is. But he's just like, but Zakul. It's your fault. You clearly planted the bomb, and clearly you're the only reason. For real, dude. Like it's been so long that I'm having a hard time even actually remembering all of the stuff that Koth said and did, and it makes me want to go back and play it. But at the same time, I'm like, do I want to go back and play it? I don't think I want to go back and play it. Who are these guys fighting? Is there another? Oh, there's another player over there. Bro, it's looking like a goddamn movie over there. Look at all those. Why do they keep spawning? Look at how many there are. Look at how... What is happening? Like, bro, like, how much health does this guy have? How many of these snipers are shooting at me? Bro, oh my god, I'm the Bro, I'm out of here. What the frick is happening? I'm done with the encounter, bro. Oh gosh, that's a problem. That's a problem. They need to fix that. What the hell? There were so many. By the way, I'm capped out on credits. God dang it. Wait, are these all my... I think these are all my PvP boxes. These are all my Warzone boxes. I just never opened these. Oh, okay. Oh, did I actually get a decoration? Oh, yo, guys, I actually got a decoration. Yeah, you can only carry 1 million as a preferred player. Monkey lizard, Kawaki and monkey lizard cage. Wait, how big is that? How big of a hook does that go on? It goes on a large flora hook? No way. That cage is freaking huge. No, don't delete it. All right, what are the other encounters on Ilum? All right, let's go back here. No, they literally treat people who aren't actively give them money like trash. It's like to even like you want to know like Aubrey. I don't know if you know this, but check this out. Get ready, because this will prove this will absolutely prove that they don't give an F about free-to-play players and they only care about people who give them money. You can't even ask for help unless you're subscribed. Unless you are actively giving them money, you can't even ask them for help. That proves where their priorities lie. Yep, you can't report bugs or post on the forum. They only care about people who are giving them money. Reprehensible behavior. Oop, 1 second. But yeah, that should prove to you exactly what they care about. They only care about you if you give them money. It's the people that's what I mean. People are like, you only cover the negatives. You only cover the negative. It's like, you know why? Because that crap is happening. Well, I think SWTOR is a unique gem of a Star Wars game. It's handled so poorly. I'm gonna tell you this right now. So I'm working on this for a video. Because I really want to do it. Wait, what is it? Republic is expanding their use the Beast Fury attack against the Empire's enemies. Duros Captain. I'm working on a video because I wanted to prove that that Broadsword is doing bad at Star Wars games. Thank you for clipping that. I'm gonna turn I was already thinking about how I want to turn this into a short. But SWTOR is doing Star Wars games bad. That for real. It's like people and like every single time someone says it's like, oh, I only cover the negative. I'm like, that's the reason why. Wait, what is it? Wait, what do I have to use it on? Lisks. I assume it's not like there. I hate that people tell you that. I know, right? No, hold on, wait. I'll send it to you on Discord. I'll send you the comment that someone put, someone put in my live stream chat before I even started my stream. I see that in your comments on every video. You only covered the negative. Bitch, give us something to talk about for real. So, all right. So I'm literally doing the work for Broadsword. I am literally creating an entire pitch for a Star Wars MMO and how to do it the correct way. How to do it the correct way, the good way for the community, good way for the community, and not to mention a good way to tell a story. And I'll give you guys a little peek. One sec. Let me So the only thing, word of advice: don't drag the same story for 5 years. Oh yeah, you know, like, all right. So far, like, if I was working on this with, I was doing this by myself. I was also doing it with the help of a friend who's a writer as well, big Star Wars nerd, just like me, known him for years, and another friend of mine, and we came up with a very short pitch. Oh, hold on, like crap. There we go. I didn't want you guys to see the whole document. So here is the quick elevator pitch. 1,000 years after the fall of the Empire, an age of peace has descended upon the galaxy. The Jedi Order have reclaimed their temple, and outlying systems have joined the Republic. And the Hutt cartel profits in the shadows of the growing galaxy. But the discovery of the Jedi's ancient homeworld stirs a dark power that sends the galaxy into a spiral. Now the Jedi and the Republic face the rise of a new empire, and who will claim? Well, no, that's the wrong one. Son of a gun! No, I didn't edit it. I'm cringe, guys. I'm cringe. Guys, I'm cringe. No. Oh, here we go. It's like now the Jedi and the Republic face the rise of a new empire. With the galaxy in turmoil, what side will you choose? Cringe bird, yeah, I know, man. It's never gonna live it down. Exactly. The only way for a game to improve is have the fans give feedback and clear they aren't listening to the fans. Heck, players are struggling just to communicate to the devs and the community manager. They'll listen when the creators start to call it out, and then the communities to hear it from. Exactly. Yeah, I just hope that they can at least take words from their players and not just brush them off. Aubrey, so like you did a freaking interview with the community manager for Lotro, and that dude has a pulse on the community. Like a real pulse on the community, and he cares. I would love to see Jackie do something like that, but legitimately, I'm sorry, but she's a freaking coward. It's so upsetting to see passionate people tell the game what they want, and the game just shrug it off. For real. Eventually, it will just lead to everyone becoming apathetic. Like eventually, yeah, you asked if she can switch community managers, right? It's like eventually that's what's going to happen. Everyone in the community is just going to become apathetic, and no one is going to care. Like for real. That's just what's gonna happen. And think about it, I can already hear the devs freaking out and being like, "Oh, what happened? You know, we gave it a good run, but we just couldn't do what we want." I'm like, guys, we were literally screaming at you from the bleachers what we wanted, and you guys did nothing. And every single time I hear someone will pipe up to defend Broadsword, like, oh, they have a smaller team, you know, they're working with. I'm like, Expedition, like Claire Obscura Expedition 33 just got put out by, it was a group of 33 people. Broadsword has at least 40 people working on this game. Because it like, and people are just like, well, you don't know that, you don't know. Yeah, it has 30 devs. It's like, well, people would be like, oh, you don't know the internals. You don't know the internals of the studio. You don't know exactly how many people are going to work on this or going to work on that. I'm like, here's the thing. You can look at the other games that Broadsword is running and come to the conclusion of the fact that you do not need a studio of 100 people, or no, what is it? No, 20. What is it? It's like Broadsword Interactive was composed of about 50 to 60 people. So it's like maybe 25, 30 people working on this game. And matter of fact, for Lotros community manager, he's even been someone who has helped Lotros streamers who aren't even officially tied to the game, like me, and he's always respectful about that and doesn't push us or to join there officially or anything. He's very kind. Yeah, dude, that's great. Like, that really is.
Republic forces are trying to mobilize the Tals to cut us off from HQ. We need to strike before they do.
Okay, let's do it. What? Oh, Aubrey, you don't want Jackie Cho. You don't want someone that'll block you for asking a question on the forums or asking you a question on Twitter. Like, actually, you know what? Hold on, wait. I actually haven't. I need to check something because my video has 26,000 views. I know for a fact that they that's why I did that interview, because I wanted the people defending SWTOR in the comments to get a wake up call to what their community manager is supposed to be like. Oh, facts. In my opinion, the whole face team needs new devs. Like, the only person I think that needs to stay is Musco, because Musco at the very least knows what the frick he's doing. All right, so let's see, Jackie. I need to see if she's actually blocked me. This is gonna be funny. I gotta find the tweet. Man, I gotta find it. I know it's here somewhere. Geeky Fried Rice. That's her Twitter handle. Whoa, hold on. People can reply to her now. Are you serious? I think she removed it. Stopped hiding. Because she doesn't follow me. At least I don't think she follows me. There's no way she actually follows me. Okay, wait, no. That's a retweet. That's a retweet. Hold on. All right, so let's see. This is her. People can reply now. People can actually reply now. Oh wait, no. Okay, so I have receipts. I have freaking receipts because I put that screenshot in my video that she had it set up to where the people that she didn't follow couldn't reply. Did I call her out and she changed it?
No way. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. There's no way. Like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. All right, hold on, wait. Maybe it's in the, like, I gotta find the video. You know, I don't like to farm negativity, but I'm going to this time. That doesn't make it. See? And this was on a tweet. This was on a tweet she put out March 2nd. March 2nd. Okay, so wait. She changed it. You can reply to her tweets now. I don't want to claim it was because of me. Like that's out there. I don't want to claim it was because of me, but she isn't. Yeah, let's see how long that lasts. Let's legitimately see how long it is. I want to say outright so that and people can clip this. I do not want anyone going out there and causing problems for her at all. Do not go anywhere. Do not tweet at her and cause problems or anything. Ask her questions. Feel free to ask her questions. She's community manager. Blah 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 blah. Don't harass her. Because the last thing I want is people being like, I pulled it up on stream and then all of a sudden people are like, oh my god, he encouraged like this dude that no one knows. This dude that no one knows, bro. Again, this dude that no one knows that barely has a following, encouraged people to go and harass freaking the community manager. No, I did not. No, I did not. I don't like. Don't go and mess with her. Like leave her alone. Feel free to ask her questions. I mean, she's a community manager, but no, you don't need to go and bug her. But please, comment about game-related stuff. Oh, no, for real. Like, I should ask her something. I need to ask her something good. I don't want to ask about the story update, because everyone asks about the story update. What is it? Defeat Republic, defeat Tall's recruits. Do I have, like, a wide area to search? I do have a relatively wide area. Wow, people like yeah. I want everyone to like. I sent out a tweet to like Charles Boyd, who used to be like the game director at one point, and before he left the studio, I never got a reply. I had a bunch of like views on the tweet, but you know, whatever. It's Twitter. I don't get interactions on Twitter. No one knows who I am, and I would say this: John Boyega knows who I am. At least, but John Boyega remembers my tweet, which was the funniest thing ever. Like, so like years ago, I think it was right before Rise of Skywalker came out. He posted a picture on his Twitter that of him like doing horseback riding training, and like the trainer was sitting next to him while he's on a horse. And my tweet, the only thing I said, because I was like, that guy standing next to him looks like Vladimir Putin. So I freaking I tweeted at him, I was like, is that Vladimir Putin next to you? And then he liked it. He actually liked the tweet. He was the only one that liked the tweet. And then, like, I think 3 years later, he's on Hot Ones podcast, and he says that, someone said that this picture looks like I was getting horseback riding lessons from Putin. He remembered my tweet. I was freaking out when I was watching that Hot Ones video, and I was just like, what? No way, he actually remembered that tweet? No, like, that actually tripped me out for a little bit. I was like, I can't believe that. I'm not that funny. I can't believe he actually remembered that. Like, my family has a reputation for shouting things at famous people, so, I mean, at least I'm continuing the family tradition. Like, I'm not even kidding about the shouting at famous people. I'm mixed on Twitter. I mostly use it for resources. I mean, the only real social media I even technically really like use. I use Instagram for the memes because there's some funny people on there. I mostly do like YouTube though, but you know, I don't care. YouTube's like, I don't like people like I don't have problems from YouTube, but every single time I try to do anything on like Facebook or something like that, people got problems. Like people can't use their thinking meat anymore. You must use Tumblr. What is this, 2012, my guy? Bros out here using Tumblr like it's 2012. Wasn't even born yet. Oh boy, we got us a freshie in the chat. I want you to guess how old you think I am. I guarantee you'll probably get it wrong. Most people do. Mostly because I act like a freaking 12-year-old sometimes. 55? No. Got a while before I turn 45. Gross. Like before I turn 55. God dang it. God. Not nowhere even near 55. How dare you? Not close. Not close. I'm definitely older than Aubrey. But not close. The thing was, if I tell you how close you were, you'll guess. You'll get like it'd be easy to guess. I need to turn off that timer, but I'm not playing Wild Assault. I forgot to turn that timer off. Still though, if you pay 1,000 bits, you can still come into Discord and call me a furry if you want. 60? Bro! Wrong direction. Oops, did not want to activate Force Barrier. $47? Nope. Too high. Aubrey, I still gotta get you into it. I still gotta get you one day to do an operation in SWTOR. Either that or a raid in Destiny. I owe you that. Still too high, way too high. Let's go. Achievement completed. Surrounded? Oh, okay. What's the closest way to get that? I swear, my friend Timmy told me you were 55. I'm not. Birdface just watched it. The Hot One things were jumping and mentioned about the taking horseback riding lessons from Putin, and oh my god. Timmy was lying to you. I'm not 55. Oh wow, actually I knocked off my speaker. Holy crap. You know, I want something funny? What? Tell me. You know, after this next dynamic encounter, we're gonna I kind of want to do something fun. I was born in 2012, but I'm not explaining my age. I will say, I was born before 2012, and like early 20s. I'm gonna say 2002. So I'm gonna say you're probably in your early 20s now. You're either in your early 20s or about to turn 20. How close am I? Are we the same age? I don't know. Okay. Here's how we can tell if we're the same age. What was your first game console? Oh, no, you're asking him if you're the same age. No, you might be. Hold on one sec. There we go. You expose yourself so fast. All right. Okay, just tell me, what was the first? You really don't want to. Oh, his first game called Xbox 360. Oh yeah, you're in your early 20s for sure. Let me see. All right, you guys listen. First game console was a Wii. 2005. All right. Do you guys listen? Do you guys listen to metal? Any of you guys? Do you guys listen to metal?
Reinforcements have arrived. Get these munitions deployed.
Distribute munitions, deploy turrets, defeat Republic forces. Yes. Rarely, heck no. Okay. Aubrey, the Metallica album that came out, that most recent Metallica album that came out the year I graduated was came out a few years before I graduated was Death Magnetic. You ever like a boomer? Did you realize that there's current metal like? Oh, that's an. Whoa. Okay, wait. This is actually cool. So the dynamic encounters are the same. It literally is like PV, like. Oh, that's cool. Oh boy. I'm surrounded by youngins. I'd play them on stream, but I want to get, but I don't want to get my stream muted. Jesus Christ. You have one Metallica song in your library? All right, let me see if I can get. Wait, let me see if I can guess what song it is. I'm gonna see if I can guess what song it is. I'm gonna say it's Enter Sandman. Oh, it's not Enter Sandman? Then Master of Puppets. If it's not Master of Puppets, I have a backup. Well, here's it. Oh, it's a relatively unknown song. Oh, okay. Hold on. If it's it's a like song that not a lot of people. All right. One of my teachers talked about how he liked the song, and so I listened to it and got into it. All right. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to guess this song because I'm guessing we're using it as an example in Holier Than Thou. If I guess right, it's Holier Than Thou. I'm going to absolutely pog. Okay, all right. What song is it? What song is it? I want to know if I even thought about it. What song is it? If it's Whiskey in a Jar, give me another hint. Wait, is it one? Because one is based on a book. It's from Load. Oh, okay. Hold on, wait. That like, oh god. They recently. I was like, because like you said it was like an English teacher. I'm like, I was just like, huh. And then I was like, wait, one is based on a book. Not gonna lie, with Mass Effect, I mixed this one comp and used to love this character, and Vulgar Strands ruined the character for me. God, I'm trying to remember all the popular, all the songs on Load. Gosh, Load is like Load. You actually like that's actually one of the albums that's like one of my Metallica blind spots. Gosh, I can't think of it. What song was it? Oh, King. What's your crown, King? Nothing. Everyone, that freaking song is so good. Wait, where do I deploy the turrets? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. You need to if you like King Nothing, you need to hear first of all, Whiskey in a Jar. Fantastic song. Almost every song on and Justice for All is an absolute like banger. And Justice for All is hands down the best Metallica album ever. I only heard it because someone who grew up with them had to tell me. Listen, there are some actually like good modern metal songs from like modern bands that I freaking love. Like for example, Motionless in White. Like I love Motionless in White. It's like mostly because I'm still I think I'm still stuck in my emo phase. Unironically, I have no idea why, but I think somehow I'm still stuck in my freaking emo phase. Also, did you guys see the freaking what is it? The freaking AI nonsense that's been going on. Like Google released the AI that can like make like full-on movies that look real. That's a trip. Like that's nuts. You're in your late 40s and still in your emo phase. I'm not in my late 40s. Like I'm not in my late 40s. I'll go through it. Not in my late 40s. What? What is happening? I'm trolling today. You know, I could tell. Oh no, you're 20. 20 deep down on the inside. Absolutely 20, like 20 on the 20 deep down on the inside, man. I swear. Wait, Burfers is reacting. I'm thinking late 40s, early 50s. Oh God. No. I'm so glad I'm not there yet. Where am I supposed to distribute this ammunition at? I put down the turrets. Where am I supposed to distribute the ammunition? I picked up all the boxes. Oh, here we go. I'm dumb. I didn't look at my hotbar because I'm a freaking idiot. I can't see. I'm legally blind. Perhaps when you turn 50, you can stream plays Mass Effect and do a Miranda romance. I would rather choke on a freaking big toe, dude. I hate Miranda. I hate Miranda. You don't get to treat living people like products because you're doing it for your boss, and then play victim because you love your sister. F you and everything you stand for. F you and everything you stand for. I hate Miranda. Oh, I think I found the freaking. Okay, these are the ones that are up. Okay, so like it does actually show them when they're up. No, Miranda's the freaking worst, dude. Anyone who romances Miranda, I'm just like, wow. So you hate yourself? Man, that's a shame. You really shouldn't hate yourself like that. Self-flagellation is not fun. Everyone romances Miranda for one reason.
Man the defenses!
And we all know what reason that is. Aubrey, if you haven't played Mass Effect, you're out of the loop. I'm sorry. Oops. Oh, forgot to change it from that. I don't know if I ever play Mass Effect again on stream. I would love to. You know what? You know, I don't want to say that. I might, because that actually might unironically be some decent content. Especially like, since I haven't done it in a long time. My reason is because the first Mass Effect romance I saw on YouTube. That was the first romance you ever saw on YouTube? Oh my gosh, I'm surprised it wasn't Liara. Everyone typically hears Liara, like sees Liara first. Literally, everyone almost always sees Liara first. And here's the thing. Like, I play female shepherd, and I romance one person every time. No, it's okay. Do your thing, Aubrey. But I romance Garrus every single time I do female shepherd. Every time. Time. The very first Mass Effect video saw. Oh, okay, all right. You get a pass. Oh wait, defeat Jedi reinforcements. My bad. So this is actually cool. So the dynamic encounters are like faction specific. So like, it's not like the Republic and it's like the Republic and the Empire doing the same thing. What did I just get killed by?
All clear issued. The cowards are turning tail.
Wow, Republic Gunner actually killed me. Holy crap. I was not paying attention. I don't like Liara as a romance similar to Garrus. I like them as best friends, but romances, no thanks. But everyone, like, okay, so everyone clowns me because I say I like Liara as a, like, not Liara, Tali Zora as a friend, and I'm just like no, and everyone looks at me like I'm freaking crazy, and it's like I can't believe you friend zoned Tali Zora. I'm like, she is a good friend. She's a really good friend. But get like Garrus, like come on, like Garrus is a freaking giga Chad. No nonsense. Every single time he steps in, like every time he steps in the room, you hear like the freaking song by Bring Me the Horizon that everyone plays over like the giga Chad meme. When it's like do 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 do. Freaking Garrus is like the man. I don't like his romance. I love him as a best friend, though. I disagree. What the hell? Oh, this is one of those old Galactic season things I never did. Man, I swear to God, I want companions to go back to the way they were. I got some Solonian. Like, I swear, man, I want old companions back. Speak to Amity aboard your ship. Wow, actually going to my ship. Excuse me. Although his vocal stands make me want to send him into the vents. Well, Garrus is a great vocal stands are the worst in my experience. Oh no, dude! Like anyone who stands over anything for anyone, man, I completely understand. It's completely annoying. It is the exact opposite of good. It is the exact opposite of good. God dang it! I forgot. I never put my freaking tags back on my freaking live stream after everything went to hell. This live stream has no tags. YouTube has no idea where to put it. That's actually infuriating. I have seen them trash anyone not named Garrus and have been insulted for not romancing Garrus. God, well, people need to chill. Like, unironically. This guy's gotta be a Solonian. Shadow of the dark side drawn to me. I will do no such thing. You are free to live as you desire, but peace is my only interest, not power. However, I do believe there is some truth in your assessment. Perhaps the force is telling me the dark tangent I am unaware of. I only hope that there is nothing to do with the lives you and I have taken. Do not blame yourself. It is like far from the only time I have been tested in this way. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not interested in this companion. I'm already done. Yeah. Ah, I gotcha. Wait, what is it? Just get your Amity and instantly increase your points by 5,000 to give it exclusive to the Amity. Okay. Yeah, good. I love the fact that all my credits are going straight into the freaking... gosh. Every single time I play this game, I'm reminded of things I like, but then I'm also reminded about things that are god dang annoying. It, like, never fails. This game goes back and forth from, like... From like, making me happy to making me upset. Like, it's uncanny. Like, I hate the fact that one of the biggest selling points of 7.0 is locked behind the subscription paywall. You can't even switch your combat styles. I miss the old symbols too. I am like, while he is great, you guys make his character less enjoyable for others. No, you have to remember RPGs like Mass Effect and, you know, like Baldur's Gate, stuff like that, appeal to, without sounding like a douche, the most autistic of people. And you, like, sometimes there's just no haggling with those people. There's no, like, it's their way or the highway, because anything else makes them, like, butt up against their brain and makes them freak out. It is the straight up the weirdest thing. Oh boy. All right. So, you know, okay, wait. I usually try to avoid fandoms, especially when it comes to ships. Just to, like, God, I try to avoid ships altogether, because, like, ships are like the most toxic in general. Can't get away from it. Star Wars does having negotiating abilities of an autistic child base. No, not that. I'm talking about fandoms, but no, that is that's very true. Bro, I thought you were at work. Welcome to the stream. Wait, hold on. Did I get more decorations from those? I have yet to reclaim my stupid Twitch drop. By the way, for those of you watching on Twitch, remember, you guys get Twitch drops. You watch 4 hours of the stream, you guys get the Twitch drop for this month, which if I remember correctly, what is the drop? There's a cool drop. It's like it's like a wall thing, and oh, hold on, gotta unmute you. Why are you muted? Did I? Oh wait, I forgot. I changed the There you go. Go ahead and leave the. Oh wait. Come on back. I think your mic is muted. Did I screw up? Hold on, because I had to change the permissions on. I had to change the permissions. You ready to read? No, you should be able to speak. There you go. Now you're not muted. Oh, you're forced to be on push to talk. Oh, wait. I'll fix it. That's what it is. I didn't change it to voice activity. One sec. There you go. Now give it a try. I'm deaf.
I went to work like at 1 today, right?
Yeah.
And then I got out like at nearly 7, and then I've just been with my parents for like a while, right? We went to Don Camarón, right? Which is like a fish place.
Absolutely,
right?
facts. Like
then I
shipping
went to Target
is
afterwards, and I was
the
just chilling
absolute
with them,
most toxic
right? So
thing
it was a
sometimes.
nice
Yeah.
evening. But Yeah. I'm home now. I'm probably gonna be dark tiding soon, right? But I figured I'd be like, I swing on by and I chill with you for a bit while you're on stream.
Yo, always appreciate you swinging by, man.
Brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate your presence. Thank you for being here.
Shout out to Louise. Oh, thank you for the compliment. Chelsea's in chat.
I'm not on Twitch. I'm on YouTube watching you.
Oh no, it's fine. Let's see. Okay, so we did the Hoth dynamic encounters. Yes, thank you for being trollable and having fun streams. I try, man. My whole goal is to be fun, and like I was telling someone else, it's like I only want to like tell the truth when it comes to these streams, man. It's like if I don't like. Oh, yo, Chelsea calls you Mexican. Chelsea calls you Mexican, Alex.
That's crazy. That's so wild. I think it's funnier. I think, okay, because the thing is, I feel like it's a psyop, right? But it's probably so blunt. No, hold on. I'm not even done. Right? The thing is, I am called everything under the sun except what I actually am. And I can't tell if it's because it's a meme within itself to do so, or if it's really done to bother me.
You know what? I think I think most of the time it's absolutely a psyop. Oh, I think you've heard this friend of yours. Yes, good friend of mine. We actually met in SWTOR in 2014. Been friends ever since.
Yes. I went to his wedding.
Yes, he did come to my wedding. Boy. All right, so there are new dynamic events on Hutta, so that's where we're going next.
Honestly, it's amazing that there's new content on Hutta. I love that, right? Man,
dude, they got added to Ilum. Really awesome. It got added to Ilum, dude. Think about that. When's the last time anything was added to Ilum?
I actually can't remember.
Exactly. Right? There hasn't been anything since year one. The only thing that ever comes to Ilum is the Gree event.
Lying to me. You're lying to me. There's been nothing.
Nothing since year, because the only thing that shows up is the Gree event. Because remember, half of Ilum is story stuff, and then there's the Flashpoint. No, there's two Flashpoints. There's Battle of Ilum, and then there's False Emperor. But then there's just like the class storylines and the planet storylines, and then that entire world PvP zone. That's it.
That's insane. That's actually insane to think about. There hasn't been anything added since year one. I feel like there should have been I feel like there could have been some minor updates.
There was graphical stuff, and then wait, what? And some of the kids have like ex-step siblings who are only 23 and had a child already. Bro, don't have a child early.
Don't have a child early. Don't have a gremlin. A crotch gremlin, you don't want those.
Depends. If you want to have a kid, if you want to have a kid, that's fine. Just try to do it when you're on your feet and set up. And also people will tell you to not do this. People won't tell you to use your head with this. If you're you find a woman, be scrupulous. You want to be sure that you find a woman who will bring you peace, and find someone who is not going to disturb your peace. And especially as a man. You need to get a position in your life where you're happy with who you are, and you do not let a woman come in there and disrupt your peace. That's why I love my wife.
All right, so I'm gonna give you two pieces of advice, right? For having a child, right? And then you can decide which one you want to follow. Advice number one: don't let that child watch Cocomelon. Right? That's what's real, right? You actually no. Let me not even say that. Let me not say that. Right? You get to decide which one's real, which one's not. And whenever your baby's crying, there's a soft spot on the top of their head. You can press it to reset them.
Bro, no, let them watch Caillou. Caillou, Well, Caillou was kind of like a.
No, Caillou is a sociopath too. I wouldn't even put Caillou on that list. I watch her.
I forgot. Like, it's been so long that I actually forgot. I'm like, oh wait, no, that kid was kind of a sociopath.
Yeah, he's 100% a sociopath. It's such a stupid, needy child, right? Like, unreasonably greedy. You look like, I'm pretty sure if Caillou was real, he'd be one of Satan's best generals.
Chelsea, yes, Bear in the Big Blue House. Let's go. Everyone loves Bear in the Big Blue House.
Bear in the Big Blue House. If that is that what I'm thinking about? Hold on.
You like look it up. Look it up. It's been sitting in the back of your mind for years.
Oh yeah, no, yep, that's the one. I love Bear in the Big Blue House. That was based, super based.
Defeat the brutal foreman. Are we waiting for him to spawn back? Oh no, there he is. He's right here.
Caillou is the incarnation of greed.
You know what's funny about Bear in the Big Blue House? The moon was the most terrifying thing.
I don't remember the moon. Hold on.
Look at the Bear in the Big Blue House moon.
Oh no, that guy was just a silly little goober. If you're scared of him, you're just a pussy.
First of all, it's a girl. Second of all, don't judge me. That's terrifying.
She's a cute fella.
The moon?
Yeah, it's a goober.
You're creepy face.
She's adorable.
You said blig. There was fire trucks outside my apartment and blaring like loud horns. I started like sniffing around because I wanted to make sure the whole place wasn't on fire.
You know what's another good children's show? Hold on. It's the same branch of the Bear in the Big Blue House, like the Lions at the Library. Hold on, Lions.
Yeah. I remember Lions in the Library.
It literally is called. No, it's called Between the Lions.
Oh wait, is that what it was called?
Yeah. I'm literally staring at it right now. Between the Lions.
Gosh.
That was a great show.
I was a big fan of Little Bear.
Little Bear, hold on. I wonder if that's the one I'm thinking about. Little Bear. Yeah, Little Bear is another good one. That's another good kids show. You want Little Bear for your kids.
Hold on, wait. Like Timbo Bridgerton in chat. Sorry, he's just getting into his 20s, so he doesn't remember jack.
Who's getting into his 20s?
One of the people in chat.
Okay, cool. God, I wish I was getting into my 20s again.
You're on your way to that big 3-0. It'll be fine.
Right.
It'll be fine.
Right.
It's like
what's
Franklin.
Franklin's another good one.
It's Franklin coming over to play.
Oh my goodness. Dragon Tales, another good one.
Dragon Tales on your face. Couldn't resist.
You good? No, I'm just looking at a show. Max and Ruby, questionable. Back one's debatable.
Max and Ruby? Oh my gosh. So my niece's sister used to watch Max and Ruby.
I like, even as a kid, I felt like you just wanted to like punt Max in the face. I feel like that was like the general message the show wanted to give off.
Okay, I disagree. Why am I? Oh wait. Am I saving them just because Fothra? Just because these are like Fothra is imprisoning these evil guys? Is that why? Is that if this was Nimro? I'm pretty sure no one would care.
No, if you're freeing Evil Kai, you're doing the wrong thing. Like, well, like doesn't matter who it's for.
Well, I mean, like out of the box. Bananas and Pajamas, Clifford the Big Red Dog. Dude, okay, Bananas and Pajamas, I don't remember that one. Freaking Out of the Box, yes, I remember Out of the Box, because that was Disney Channel. Out of the box. Out of the box. It was like this like cardboard box fort that was in like the middle of a park, and when they went inside, it was like, it turned into a giant playhouse.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, you know what's another good one? Right? Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
I remember that show.
That show's so good. I actually have the DVD. I have it sitting in my room, actually.
I didn't watch Arthur that much, but I do remember Arthur. I haven't seen Bananas and Pajamas, but I did see Arthur and Clifford the Big Red Dog. Yes, Clifford the Big Red Dog was such a good show. Dog. I think
God. What was another good one? Oh my goodness, like more Disney ones like Timon and Pumbaa. Lilo and Stitch the show.
Bro,
Like, those were great.
Lilo and Stitch the show was out of pocket at times. I loved it, but it was nuts. Remember when Stitch found that experiment that was like a female version of him?
Nope. Because I admittedly I watched it like very sporadically, right? Like it's like because I was just too young to understand what a TV schedule was, and then so if I caught it, I caught it. If I didn't, I was clearly playing like Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Super Mario or
Whoa!
right?
Thimble Bridgerton just dropped some lore on us. The voice actor for Elizabeth from Clifford the Big Red Dog is the voice of the female bounty hunter.
That's nutty.
Are you freaking serious? Well, oh no, I got one for you. The voice of Johnny Bravo is Darth Revan.
That's also true. I know that one. That one's so funny to me. I would love it if this game was moddable, just to replace Darth Revan's model with Johnny Bravo.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be so funny.
What is this? Puncture Ken harvesters, rupture pipes, douse cameras.
About to rupture your pipes.
Disney's equipped making live action remakes. There's one for Lilo and Stitch now, and I kind of annoyed. Oh, Chelsea, like I already heard about Lilo and Stitch, and people are so mad because it's garbage. Because the ending pissed people off. Like the ending of the live action remake of Lilo and Stitch pissed people off because like it was like Ohana means family, not.
No.
Like it was so messed up.
I have a coworker, right, who saw the movie recently. Was like, "Oh my god, you should go watch it." I was like, "Hell
no!"
Right? It's all like I feel like it betrays the soul of the original, right? And then like legitimately, word for word, it was like, "Oh yeah, like she does give her up, but she visits her on like weekends and things like that." I'm like, sure, why not? But I still feel like that defeats the purpose. And
no,
like,
it defeats.
You clearly have
purpose.
Strong opinions on this. I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm like, you can talk to me about it. I'm just saying that, like,
bro,
you
like,
clearly don't know the messaging of the original. If you like the new one,
yeah,
and then you think it's a realistic taking of it. I'm not there for the realism. There's an alien. You think I'm there for the realism?
I mean, I'm not here for the realism, and also the theme of the whole show is that, the theme of the whole movie is that Lilo is better off with Nani, and she fights to keep her.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when I heard what the ending of the new one was, I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so out.
Set the garbage ending aside. Look at the film. No Gantu. Already a failure.
Already a failure. You know, Captain Gantu, like they robbed the king. They robbed the king of his crown. How dare they?
Yeah, they definitely robbed. They like Gantu was such a gem in the show, and then layer that on top of like they get rid of all of the nuances of Jumba or whatever his name was.
Jumba, the guy that created.
Yeah, the mad scientist.
Yeah, the mad scientist.
All of his character gone. All of I almost want to say his name is Weequay, but I know that's wrong.
Weequay, no, it's Pleakley.
Whatever, right? Like his intelligence gone. I also saw the CGI for him. That shit looks like garbage.
Oh, I knew that she voices Vicky and Azula. I knew about that, but I didn't know she also voices the bounty hunter. That's actually a trip.
Wait, Azula voices the femme bounty hunter?
Yeah, that's the same voice actor.
She only gets hotter.
For Vicky from Fairly Odd Pants and Azula, same voice actor.
That only gets hotter.
Please, browse to your heart's content.
I don't need anything from the Spoils of War vendor. No, I'm going to the wrong thing for gear. I don't even know why I'm trying to gear up. It's not like it's like here. Like the sad thing is like you know this game is absolutely like the worst because they'll let you get all of the gear you need for doing like operations, but unless you pay them $15 a month, good luck getting in one. Even old ones. You can't even like you can't even do like year 1 operations.
Year 1. Oh,
without
a
giving
subscription.
without giving up a subscription, without giving them money, and that makes me so mad.
I feel like year 1 content should be free at this point. Like it's just so old.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
The worst part is that the player base that's currently on SWTOR right now, it's the same player base that's been there for okay, no, I'm saying that wrong, because the thing is it's such a small group that's been there for so long with no resurgence of any new players that on paper it sounds really bad, right? Where it's like, yeah, we've had the same people playing Barbie for years on end, not really doing anything, and the ops are collecting dust, right? But in a numerical fashion, it's like, oh yeah, we've kept these people for so long that we must be doing something right. But what looks good in numbers doesn't necessarily translate into a good atmosphere for the players.
Definitely not. I have 976 conquest combinations. I don't need to buy. No, what was the shortcut? I don't need to go to the conquest. I don't get conquest gear from the conquest gear vendor.
Wait, you don't need this. You don't need this. You want me to tell you? I can tell you.
Well, yeah, go ahead, because I completely forgot.
All right, then. So I can see your conquest commendations. You have 976. You do not have enough to buy. You need 2,000 at the minimum. Right? Because
And I know I'm supposed to talk to like who's the guy that helps you research the other gear. Who's like that one dude?
The fat Twi'lek that's between these desks right now.
Oh yeah, the one on the other side.
No,
In my opinion, while the game is great, I think they give the least worth content for 15 to. Oh yeah, dude, it's not worth it. They don't give you good enough content for $15 a month.
Because the thing is, it should sell like hotcakes to a new player where you have basically like over 10 years worth of content to catch up on, right? But that's not really anything to brag about when you it's not really, when it's all old and it's been collecting dust and there's no updates to it and all this sort of good stuff, right? And like there's no life to it anymore. There's no player base to be interested anymore. So it plays like a single player, right? When it's supposed to be an MMO. I remember the days when I was leveling, when I was new to the game, both free to play and to the point where I had to sub to play, right? Where I was like, oh my god, like I'm running into random people just outside the story phase. They're having trouble, I'm having trouble. Let's group up and go in. No, but the game is just so dog water easy that I just kind of blitz through anything and everything. Not even because it's like, oh yeah, of course, dude, like you're experienced at the game, like you know how to like maneuver and things like that. No, it's just because the enemies in the vanilla content are just so dumb and not strategical and very simplistic to the point where you can just sit there, kind of just spam 1, 2, 3, 4 and then just be done with it, right? There is no like, oh, moving out of the way here. It's not teaching any mechanics for like the later game or what was supposed to be later game, like the year 1 raiding and all this good stuff, right? But there's none of that life anymore. It's just go here, there's the green marker, kill the thing, come back, and then do more story. The story is fine. It's just the gameplay that's just not interesting.
Hold on. Epic didn't do this? Did they do this? That is dang close.
What?
Is this it? Is this one from this season? Hold on. One sec. Hold on. I have to check this because this. Okay, they didn't. Okay. I was about to have a moment. I thought the new Fortnite skins were based off this NPC because this NPC's gear looks a lot like one of the sets us in the new Fortnite thing for the new Fortnite season. Which, by the way,
Honestly,
the new Fortnite season, like, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
It looks like a lot of fun.
It's ridiculously fun. Wait, what's going on? What week is this? Is this Narshada Nightlife?
And now,
I wouldn't be able to tell you there.
Brigands calling themselves the Nova Blades.
Okay, nope, done. It's Swoop Bike Racing stuff. I'm over it. Dumbest event.
Oh yeah,
in the
the
game.
Swoop Bike stuff. It's so boring.
It's so boring, dude. Dumbest event in the game.
I really do wish it was cooler because I like the idea. I like the idea of racing.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Like, I'm sitting here going, I can't wait till I actually get more viewers in the stream because I wanna start giving away stuff in my vault to chat. That'd be funny.
You mean fun, not funny.
It'd be funny and fun.
I don't know how it's amusing, but
I would turn it into a game. I'd spin the wheel. I'd spin a wheel and be like, you can get a piece of bronze gear.
Spin the wheel.
I would spend time putting a bunch of the stuff put a bunch of the stuff I have in here on a wheel. I finally got most of it organized too.
You know what would be really nice, because the devs are like remastering the game bit by bit. If there was an animation rehaul.
They actually have been doing that on a few things. They've been redoing some animations. The character modernization stuff looks really good. Like the new stuff. Like, hold on. And hold on, wait. Am I on max settings? Because I forgot. I think I turned it down at one point.
No, you should be. You look like you're at max settings, I think.
Yeah, I am. So, unironically, the character modernization actually looks really good. I will compliment and admit they improved that. I quit the game over it, canceled my sub, but came back. Like, it's like I would like the character modernization stuff. Like that's what I mean. When someone, like, people were saying that all I do is cover negative stuff, I'm like, guys, I was literally the only one out here saying, guys, don't cancel over the modernization stuff because it's going to get better, and no one listened to me.
No one did. I was pro character
modernization, character modernization.
Modernization, yes.
Yeah, like, no one listened to me when I said that, like, this is an ongoing process and it's going to get better. And everyone flipped out, canceled their subs and everything. And I was one of the only people saying, guys, it's going to be fine. And sure enough, look where we are now. It's a lot better.
To be fair, it was also happening. The I cancel my sub like thing also happened because of the the
no
new
story
stream
update
came out.
No,
and then it was just like for like the 5th time in a row, no story update. So I wouldn't like push all that together.
Exactly. I mean, like people up and unsubscribing from the game because of the 7.6.1 stream, which is, like, everyone knows was like the worst stream ever. Valid.
It was the worst stream.
Very 100%. Valid. It's like, but people were just like, I unsubscribed because of the character modernization stuff. I'm like, you guys are short-sighted. The character modernization stuff is a drop. It's not even the issue. It is a minor thing. My freaking cat is drooling on me.
Nice.
She's all comfortable and stuff. But, like, yeah, it's not that big of it. It wasn't that big of a problem. Like I told people, what they're doing is automation. It's basically they're flicking switches in the software and letting the software do all of the stuff for them. And I was like, guys, you don't understand. They're eventually going to hand this off to artists to handle. And that was what they started talking about in the stream last time. And I was like, I knew this was happening. I tried to be patient, but after waiting a month after no communication and everything, I decided to cancel. Understandable.
100%.
100% understandable. Like, that's like, no, I would never fault you for that.
People love communication, and you have 100% right as a consumer to disengage your sub because you're not getting the communication that you want.
Exactly. I tell people, like, it's like there's like this weird thing where people are like, but they're doing the thing. We have to support them. Like, no, they are a. I'm sorry. Here's the bottom line. They are a company providing a product, and if they don't adequately provide the product, then you have every right to say I don't want it and leave. And anyone who tries to fault you for doing that is stupid. They're dumb. They're the kind of people who are just like who will let will let people push a broken product on them and be completely fine with it.
Yeah,
They're bad.
Don't ever be okay. Don't ever be okay with that.
Never. You
Always
don't
expect better from the money you spend.
Exactly. It is your money. $15 a month for a game is a lot. That's why. Like, that's what I tell people all the time. You're like, they want your money, make them freaking work for it. Don't sit back and with freaking nostalgia and be like, it's great though, and it gives me that happy. It's like, bro, it's like if you want to do that fine. If you want to do that, fine. You want to do that, fine. But I have every right to be like, no, this is trash.
I would be more on the side of like, don't eat like I understand nostalgia. One time trip, fine, yeah, whatever. But to sympathize with them is like, oh, poor them, like you said, absolutely not. It's like it would be fine if they have a good track record of like being phenomenal and amazing, and then they hiccup like once or twice, and you're like, oh, like they just must be going through something rough, and then you can like support them that way, sure. But after years of abuse, no.
Yeah,
it's probably over exaggerated to say abuse, but
no, I mean, like
it kind of feels like it at this point.
Like it's like I get it, like abuse feels right, but at the same time, I get it. But like there is a I have no sympathy for the companies that refuses to stop acting like a predator. Like waiting, like seriously, all these companies do is whale hunt. Like, think about it. Look at this. I have 2,498 cartel coins. Let's say I wanted to buy the remote trading post bundle because I was like, oh hey, I want that big canteen and stuff like that. I can't go and buy 2 cartel coins. I have to go and buy 400 or 500 cartel coins. I have to spend $5 or $10 just to get the bundle I want, and then they do that because they're trying to hack your brain. They do it on purpose. So I have no sympathy for a company that's continually doing that. I don't.
Yeah, these practices are old, archaic, and I'd even put this additional tag on it, barbaric, because it's to the point where I can't be spending like if I want multiple black dies, I shouldn't be spending like over $10 or even $10 on a single usable black die. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Right? Like, why? It's scarcity for no reason.
And think about this, like especially for the decorations in the game, like remember the decorations in the game, they don't go in your collections. If you want more, you have to buy more. It's like you can get away with the die maybe for multiple characters because that goes straight into your collections. You buy the die.
Does die go into collections?
Do they? I don't understand.
No, I've never known dies to go into collection. You gotta buy that shit every time.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. You have to buy dies over and over again. Armor, okay. They have a bad track record, I would say, unfortunately. Out of what I've seen, they've given more reason to not trust them than trust them. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but remember, I'm the bad guy because I'm covering the negative stuff. They haven't earned the right to have all the positives talked about them. They, and don't want to freaking name drop her. But there are people that are content creators for this game that are completely complicit.
Oh, I already know who you're talking about.
They close their mouth. There are multiple people. They sit back and close their mouth when they know, like, especially the people that have a massive platform. They know that they can rally people, but they won't do it because they're afraid. Which It's messed up. They're not the bad
It is
guy.
messed up.
While they have done things for the game, but sometimes like some things in the game you need to be called out. Dude, like exactly. I tell people all the time, I am going to be the first person shouting from the top of the roofs that SWTOR is back when they do something worth it. I will beat everyone to the top of that mountain. I want it the most. I guarantee no one wants it more than me.
I almost want to say that I want it more than you, but the thing is that I can't say that because I've been praying for private servers for a while, and that's like completely against that goal, right? So you are 100% right on that notion because because it is my home just as much as it is your home, but you have fought for this a lot harder and stronger than like myself and probably anyone else that I know.
Probably, and for the past 5 years too. You can go back on my YouTube channel and see when I was doing streams like 3 times a week. Remember?
Brother, I remember those days. Those are some good days.
Yeah, so like I was doing streams 3 times a week, and I would always start out my stream with something about SWTOR, and I would have an entire segment where I would talk about the problems with SWTOR and how they could fix it. I would spend like part of my lunch break at work writing notes on what I would do for the streams during the week, doing exactly that. That's how I started doing like Twitch streaming and stuff like that. That's how I got my first subscribers. And out of all of the people, like if they were to come out tomorrow and be like, hey guys, we're taking time away from doing updates because we're going to be working on a large paid expansion that's going to be $50, so we want to make sure we want to bring a bunch of content to you guys, a bunch of story stuff, a bunch of in-game stuff, and we're bringing back PvP stuff, I would be the first person to shout that is a good thing and everyone should be supporting this. 10-year anniversary was a disgrace, bro. What 10-year anniversary? What 10-year anniversary? Wild. There wasn't a 10-year anniversary. There was like, it's a 10-year anniversary. Okay, what was it? What? They were like, it's gonna be a year-long celebration. We got nothing.
I love being lied to.
Yeah, I know, right? I love being lied to. Like this is one of the reasons I'm like, guys, retail World of Warcraft players don't have any room to complain. Come play this game and see what this community is going through, and I swear to God, you guys will be looking at Blizzard like Thanos. Perhaps I judged you too hard.
Judged you too harshly.
For real. The thing about it is, like, World of Warcraft players have a leg that SWTOR players don't have, because people know that WoW exists.
Don't even. Oh, I hate that you phrased it like that. That's mean.
It's the freak. Am I wrong?
It is. No, you're not wrong, but that's so mean. It's really funny because I actually still talk to people about Star Wars: The Old Republic every once in a while nowadays, right? And then they still. The legacy of Galaxy still continues to this day, where it's like, yeah, I knew about Galaxies, and then I talked to them about the Old Republic, and they're like, I don't know that one, right? And then it's like, damn, right? But those conversations are few and far between. I will admit that much.
Right? Like anyone who remembers Star Wars Galaxies remembers when, because remember, Galaxies came out before World of Warcraft. Like Galaxies came out, it actually came out the same year, but it still came out before. It basically suffered from the same problem that EverQuest had. It's like World of Warcraft came out and sucked up all of the air out of the MMO space because WoW was so good. And Star Wars got, and remember, after that, everyone was like, oh god, we gotta copy WoW. And Galaxy did the same thing. Like, they had like this whole thing where it was called like the new game enhancements, where basically it was like, hey, we're gonna copy World of Warcraft.
I wish that wasn't the case, because just Oh my god, I just got 2 legendaries in a row. Sorry, dark side, right? Because when you're trying to copy someone else, you are no longer chasing your dream, you're chasing someone else's success, right? And when you do that sort of stuff, you no longer do justice by your passion, your dreams, and dedications. You are chasing money, although everything is fine, because like a lot of what we do is for monies. We stream for monies, we play games for money, right? We clock in at work for money, right? A lot of what we do is for money. Money is not the bad part. It's when it's only about the money, Spider-Man. It's when it's bad, right? Because now you're only thinking numbers, and then you're no longer allowing the success to chase you. You are now chasing the success.
Is it you hear that SWTOR's going in a similar direction to Star Wars Galaxies? A lot of people feel that way, but I don't agree with that necessarily. I don't feel like they're going in this. I don't feel like they're going in the same direction. Like EA and modern Bioware. Modern. Oh God. Let's not get started on modern Bioware. I remember when Bioware was like the studio. Everyone,
squad's gathering around for Dark Tide. I'm gonna scram. Thank you for having me. It was good being around. Right, chat. Thank you for listening to me ramble and all this sort of good stuff as well. Right, I know I am a random voice every once in a while, but hopefully I can produce a video for you one day. Right, but in the meantime, y'all have a good night. I'm a bounce.
Have a good day, man.
You too.
Good guy. Absolute good guy. Oh man. All right. Let's see. What are the other new ones that I have yet to do? Oh, I never finished the ones on German costs. All right, so let's do that. And I'm gonna check out the Tell him I said that? Oh yeah, sure. Anyway. Frick. What was I gonna say already? Oh, I'm gonna check out the new color palettes on the aliens too. I need to check that out because that's one of the things that came in this update. I hope they're not ridiculously expensive to apply, because that would be, gosh, that would be so freaking annoying. Like, imagine it costs like 1,000 cartel coins to change the color of your character skin. I will say, while the game has improved, there is a lot that needs to be done. Due to EA greed and BS not caring, I don't see SWTOR living up to what it can be. Oh, same, dude. Like, I'm always going to be saying what I think will fix the problem, but I'm not exactly holding my breath for what they may or may not do. I'm not. This is the one that was bugged. I'm gonna go to this one. Oh, there's one at Class City. Okay, I gotta go to that one next. But yeah, I'm not holding my breath that they'll make the change. I doubt they will. Oh wait, no, this isn't the one that was bugged. I thought this was the one that was bugged.
Hold the line. If they breach the wall, it's over.
Oh, we're just stopping Grappling from attacking? Okay. I'm happy to be back again, but yeah, this game, I don't look forward to much in the future. Which is sad, because this game has mad potential. It's like, you just need people to take advantage of it. Like, I would be like stoked to like be like, bro, shut the game down and hand it over to the fans. I would learn a coding language just to make this game what I want it to be. Yep. Like definitely the older content of the game is definitely the one thing that I know people love a lot. But here's, you want to know something funny? So I caught a lot of flack for saying this, but like if you don't react emotionally when you first hear it and you actually think about what I'm saying, you'll understand. Class stories are the original 8 class stories are holding the game back. The original class stories are holding the game back. They're one of the reasons why the game has not been able to adapt to move on. It's the biggest reason. Until you solve that problem, this game will stagnate. Stagnate and die. Get a lot of flack for saying that because people are just like, I love my class storylines. But you have to you have to think about it. I hit the SWTOR's engine is so outdated too, man. It's one of the biggest issues with this game. Wow, 103 people. I can understand why they couldn't continue the 8 class storylines, but I think putting everyone in one story turning over into Outlander, I think will have been the game's biggest mistakes. Here's the thing though, they had no choice. They had absolutely no choice. The original 8 class storylines are literally one of the things that is absolutely drowning this game, and people are too emotionally attached to them to realize the fact that that's true. Like the original 8 class storylines are one of the anchors that are absolutely killing this game.
If they breach the wall, it's over.
It sucks to hear. Yeah, I know everyone says that's the only thing keeping this game alive, along with the IP. It's a lot of people say it's the only thing that's keeping this game alive. But here's the thing: a lot of people said the same thing about Warcraft before Cataclysm came out. And what did Cataclysm do? What did World of Warcraft Cataclysm do to the game? Because the way the game was designed, Cataclysm came along and changed the world. Now a lot of people are like, well, I don't want it to change. I'm like, but here's the thing. One of the reasons why this game has a hard time holding on to veteran players is because this game feels locked in time. And the reason why it feels locked in time, I love the class stories and I'm attached to my character, but after I take screenshots and stuff, I will continue my character's stories and translation. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, like of course, you know, like some people who want to do that is absolutely like a thing. But you have to think about the game long term. The class storylines was the developers thinking short term because they didn't think with their heads and go, all right, so what if we don't have the budget to do this again when we want to launch an expansion? No one thought of that. So where are we now? Drummond cost literally hasn't changed since 2011. None of the starter planets have changed. None of the original eight planets have changed in 11 years. Like since. Hey, I don't trust the waste, but the original 11 starter planets haven't changed since the game launch. We're mostly in maintenance mode, but the thing about it is that like we didn't have to be this way. The reasons why things can't change is because the class storylines require the original 11 planets to not change. You can't change them. You can't update them. And the opportunity, and the thing about it is, they had the opportunity to do that, and I guarantee there was a discussion about it in the studio. They were like, okay, so we have Knights of the Eternal Throne coming out. We have this entire army that's coming to attack the Republic. This would be a good opportunity to really shake up the world and show people that the galaxy is like changing. Oh, but we can't do that. What are we going to do? Because the original 8 class storylines and the original 8 class stories in the are in the game, and I guarantee that there was a discussion about updating the game and getting rid of the class storylines, and they didn't do it, and so that led them to scaling back everything that they originally planned to do with Knights of the Eternal Throne. I guarantee that that's what happened. The class storylines are an anchor that's stopping the game from progressing, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. No one wants to get rid of the class storylines. I understand. The class storylines are good. It's like it's basic vanilla content. There's tons of hours of stuff in there, and people are really attached to it. But think about it from a design aspect, not from a player aspect, from a design aspect. There's supposed to be original stuff cut out. But I'm not talking about more content. I'm talking about the way the content is designed from what we have right now. I love the romances, but I got into the game due to that romance. Yeah, it's of course there's things that you got into the game for. Like that's definitely, it's like the last thing you want to do is get rid of that. But like from the, it's like you don't want to, but the game was kind of doomed from the start. Yeah, exactly. It was doomed from the start because literally the content that they would have to do was literally unsustainable. Literally. So what is the thing that they would have to change? They would have to change it. The game was doomed. Like SWTOR was doomed from the beginning with the way the class went, because Bioware had to do their thing where they had to tell like, oh, we have to have all these choices, these stories with choices, and it has to feel like a personal single-player RPG. But they forgot the reason why that doesn't work is because you're making an MMO. You're making a game. You're making a game where the world has to stay fundamentally the same, but it also has to change so that the game feels like it's progressing. World of Warcraft knew this. Final Fantasy knows this. Guild Wars 2 knew this. Even games like EverQuest knew this. But SWTOR thought it was immune, and it's not. We need better villains right now. I'm sick of the Twi'lek siblings. Oh, dude, we need better everything right now. Like full stop. Given the money and the opportunity, I'd shut down the game and pull up Final Fantasy 14 and start all over again. Start all over again. But I'd start all over again. I would never do class stories ever again. Never again. I'd never do class stories ever again. I would change it. I would keep planetary stories and change it into zone stories. It's like you're gonna start a planet, go from beginning to end, and you're gonna complete zone. You're gonna go through zone after zone, and I change it depending on the faction. That's exactly what I would do. Because that way, you don't have to worry about the game stagnating. You can always update zones and add new quests and change the world. But if you went with the class storylines the way they are, you can't do that. You just straight up can't. And unfortunately, keeping class stories is unrealistic. Yes, it is. No, Nim, knock it off. That hurts. Go. Hurt my foot. Yeah, exactly. Like you would have to, you have to get rid of the class stories. But like like I guarantee the minute any one of the devs mentions that, everyone is going to lose their mind because they're short-sighted. They're not thinking about it. He's just a baby. I know he's just a baby. He was clawing my foot. It hurt.
Hear the destruction from Cursed City. Delightful. Your file has been updated accordingly.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the Cursed City one, and then I'll go do the one here. Then I'll do the one up there. But like, it's like I tell people like all the time, I'm not against the class storylines from like a gameplay perspective. I like them. I love the class storyline. From a design aspect, though, they are bad. It's odd. I don't know. I wish we would like to keep our characters' titles like Champion, Hero of Tython, or Lord's Wrath. I mean, they haven't taken them away.
Criminal was last seen in this sector. Civilians are hereby granted access to scanner probe resources to aid in apprehending the offender.
Press the Imperial tracking grid. Oh. Okay. Oh, you mean like those titles? Yeah. Like that, but that's what happens when you try to tell a personal story in an MMO, in a massive multiplayer online game. They wanted to do the KOTOR thing. That's what they wanted to do. But you can't do the KOTOR thing. They want to do the KOTOR thing. They wanted to do the Mass Effect thing. But you can't do that when you have a game that's supposed to have a story that's supposed to represent millions of players. I'm fine with it in Mass Effect, but I'm tired of being called Commander. I'm also kind of tired of Lana. Yep. Again, it's just like you're like you can't do anything about it. You really can't. Gather data from Imperial droids. What? Imperial droids. Yeah. Oh, wait. One of those? What? Where are the droids? It sucks, but it is what it is. I find it kind of funny I mentioned that I'm not a big Lana and she is my my canon consort's wife. Okay, I just gotta find droids. I thought I had to find them down there, but it's just like this entire area. Like, see, but like the way to fix it, it is unpopular. What the take on what I'm about to say would be so extremely unpopular that it would probably cause another wave of people to leave. But it's the only way that it's the only way that if they put me in charge of the game, this is what I would do so that the game can move into the future. I would let everyone keep their characters and the stories that they've done, and I'd let them keep the titles. I'd let them keep everything that they earned from the class storylines, from the original 8 class storylines. Even give them a legacy title and a bunch of stuff to be like, yes, you people did this. You guys were here. You guys have done. You guys are the veterans and everything. And then, like, let's say I'm in charge of 8.0. I would get rid of all of the original 8 class storylines. Gone. Deleted from the game. John 88, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the archive, man. But I'd remove him from the game. And then I would immediately shift to using dynamic encounters to tell area stories. And I would and I would gosh, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I would I'd basically move everything forward to the to like after Knights of the Fallen Empire, Knights of the Eternal Throne. What we have the characters of the class stories get? What happened to the characters of the class stories get dismantled? Here's the thing. You're like, good thing you're not in charge of the updates. Listen, and think about it is like Sean, you're coming in at the tail end of the discussion. Like my point is like the game has stagnated, and there's other MMOs in the space that are doing what SWTOR does better, which is why the player base is the way it is. And I was like, if I was in charge, just for the sake of, so the game can last into the future and we can tell better stories and more stories and stop, and like, because the class storylines are great. The class storylines and British, and I'll get to your question in a second. The class storylines are great. They're fantastic. From a game design aspect. Just purely how the game is built. The class storylines are dragging the game, are holding the game back. Because you can't update the world. You can't change the world. You can't have the world progress. Because of that, the game feels locked in time. What would happen to the characters after the class stories get dismantled? But like, see, thing about it is like, just because the class storylines are gone doesn't mean your character didn't do all those things. You get to keep all your stuff, keep all your titles. Like, go back and go and you get all your titles. You get the, like, I'd even be like, you guys get a freaking legendary title. You get a freaking legendary nameplate. You get everything to symbolize that, hey, I was here. I'm a veteran. I did the things before this happened, and you guys get to wear that badge of honor and just be like, yes, I did that. But so the game can move into the future. I would start over again. Start over again so that we can have better stories, new stories, and so that we can have a new adventure that we can start. That's what that's 110% what I would do. Not to negate what's come from the past, but so that we can move into the future. I know this is too much, but I wonder what would happen to the companions like Theron, Lana, class compositions, etc. Sorry, I'm full of questions. No, like, that's great. Asking the questions is great, but that's how you move on. Asking the questions are part of the discussion. What the hell? Oh. It's like remember, after Knights of the Eternal Throne, they took all our companions away. But they took our companions away already. Remember, they already took all of our companions away and gave us like Lana and all them. They don't need to do it again. But there is a way you can do it and move forward. And then not only that, it can give us more companions. Imagine I just got here where this isn't like a new expansion. You can have the new story with that they have designed it properly. But they just have to design it properly. No, you kind of can, but remember, like, I'm coming from the aspect of like the beginning part of the game hasn't changed in 13 years. The game hasn't been updated. The game looks the same. All of the planets haven't changed, despite the fact that we've gone through events in the game that every planet should look different. Like, Coruscant should look different. Coruscant should be rebuilt by now. What is it? Like, from Knights of the Eternal Throne, there are planets in the galaxy that should be absolutely wrecked and be in the process of being rebuilt. And the thing is, with dynamic encounters, that is an opportunity to fold that in to a story. Have us be part of that. But we can't do that if the class storylines are there, because the class storylines from a design aspect force the vanilla game, everything that's part of the vanilla game, to never be touched. They have inexorably grafted the vanilla game onto the rest of the game to the point where it is dragging the rest of the game down with it. And remember, this isn't me ripping on the class storyline. I don't hate the class storylines. I think they're fantastic. but I'm talking about from a design aspect of making the game better. Just from a design aspect, nothing else. It's why everyone says that SWTOR has a reverse effect of Final Fantasy 14. Exactly. Like, no, and not only that, but I go, like, I think about, like you gotta, like, think about, like, Cataclysm. Like, I talked about it before. Think about what happened with Cataclysm. What happened in Cataclysm? The world had stayed the same for, what was it? It was like 3 or 4 expansions. There's 3 expansions. The world had been the same. They added some new zones and stuff like that. But they added a bunch of new zones, which was great. But at the same time, they were like, okay, if we keep adding new zones, that'd be fine. But then the game has been the same forever. So what needs to happen? Something needs to shake up the world, keep the game fresh. So they release Deathwing. Deathwing causes a bunch of destructions, and it changes the world forever. Yeah, so they could do like a Cataclysm style expansion where new characters could choose if they want the vanilla content or start in a new area to save the maps and just have different landing points. Yes, exactly. But what I mean is, Final Fantasy 14 started weak but got stronger, while SWTOR started strong and got weaker. Exactly. Most people say that Final Fantasy 14 and SWTOR is better in the short term, but Final Fantasy is better in the long term. Yeah, that's really the point. SWTOR in its design is very short-sighted. When they were designing the game, they did not think about what the game would look like 10 years from now. Like it's like, and you can tell they did not think about what the game would look like in 10 years from when the game launched. They did not look at 2021 and be like, if we don't do this, if we design the game this way, we won't be able to make the world fresh. And remember how long it took them to even get the class storylines. Like the class storylines separated from the class storylines separated from the combat. And you know why they did that? And people think I'm crazy when I say this. Yeah, the most just thought about how to beat WoW, but they did it in the short term. But like, do you know the reason why they separated the origin stories from the God dang it. Why they separated the origin stories from the origin stories from the combat? Do you know why they did that? No one, and here's the thing: people think about it, but they don't talk about it. And I was calling this out before they did it. They did it because they want to add a new class. But remember, you couldn't do that with the way they had the class storyline set up before, because they would have to create an entire new storyline for one class. But now they can introduce a new class anywhere. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, think about it. By 14 years into WoW's lifetime, how many classes have they added? So what? 14 years of WoW. It came out in 2004. 2014, 2018. How many? Okay, so let's look up how many classes. How many classes did World of Warcraft add by 2018? Up. 1 second. All right. So let's see. How many classes did World of Warcraft add by 2018? By the end of 2018, World of Warcraft added a total of 3 new classes since its release in 2004: Death Knight, Monk, and Demon Hunter. And remember that like 2 of these were like epic classes. You had to like get to like level cap to use these, but one of these was this one was a completely new class that you could start from level 1. So by 14 years, which just goes towards creeping up on 14 years at the end of December, World of Warcraft had added 3. Let's see, how long has Final Fantasy 14 been out? Has it been 10 years? I can't type. 2013. So yeah, it's been 12 years. All right, so what? Yeah. So like, how many classes did I can't type, guys. 14 launch. Originally released in September 2012, but it was a critically panned and shut down. The re-release of Rome Reborn, revamped Final Fantasy, relaunched Final, like blah 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 blah. Came out to the 10. What? There we go. Final Fantasy Rome Reborn launched with 19 classes. These included like Archer, Gladiator. Hey, Confused Santa! Thank you very much for the raid, guys. Welcome in. So A Realm Reborn launched with 19 classes. These included like Archer, Gladiator, Lancer, Marauder, Pugilist, Conjurer, Thaumaturge, and later introduced jobs and released and specialized versions of these classes. Okay, so how many classes does 14 have? They still have 19 base classes, but they've added more. Like, you did a shameless plug before. You did a shameless plug before my shameless plug, so I had to rate you. I played Archer in Final Fantasy 14. Well, thank you very much. Hey, dude, thank you very much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, so like they've added subclasses into their class, so that's how they've been keeping the game fresh. But we haven't even had a new subclass introduced to any of this stuff. Big Screen, thank you very much for the follow, man. It is ridiculous. Like how much Star Wars Old Republic and how much the devs think that they can get away with, and they don't think they have to try. SWTOR is literally being left behind. And it's freaking hilarious. But yeah, that's my stance, man. Like SWTOR is being left behind, and you know they can fix it if they freaking want to. Unremarkable traveler. Oh, is it a Jedi? Oh, yeah, it's a Jedi. That's funny. Over here, like out here on Drummond Cog. What are you doing here, buddy? There's actually twice as many people playing than a month ago. Normally, there's 4 instances on DK. Yeah. Yep. Because what is it? Dynamic Worlds launched, so you have people running around doing the dynamic encounters and, you know, trying to get stuff. I've gotten a few things, no gear, but I got a couple decorations, so, you know, that's a plus. All right. Yep. Do this one. Final Fantasy classes called jobs. They have like 23 jobs. See?
The corruption is spreading.
In literally less than the same, like in less time than SWTOR. They have literally almost doubled the amount of specializations they have in the game, and they're all good. Man, it's been 8 for 14 years. And people talk to me like I'm crazy when I say that SWTOR needs a new class. Like I swear to God, the community talks to me like I'm nuts when I say that. And I'm like, guys, SWTOR's not special. SWTOR's not special. They need it. They absolutely need a new class. And I say that because, guys, I want this game to be around, man. I really do. No, I still maintain that from a design aspect alone, for all you new people that showed up. Hi, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. I have hot takes here from someone who's played the game since 2011. So possessed workers. These new dynamic encounters are great though. I probably had disagreed when SWTOR was only a game, but I played it after. Was the only game. Only game I played, but after playing some Final Fantasy 14 and Guild Wars 2, I agree they need more classes. Like, dude, like that, like it's SWTOR was like the first MMO that I went like full tilt in, because I didn't even play Star Wars Galaxies that much. I came to SWTOR after from Star Wars Galaxies, and I guess I technically played WoW, but I had no idea what I was doing. It's like I played WoW during Burning Crusade and all that stuff, but I had no idea what I was doing, so I don't even really count it. But unironically, like people want to pretend like SWTOR is this like walled garden where nothing needs to change, and that's just like not what it is. Like the game needs to change. Dynamic encounters are a good step. They're a great step. Again, SWTOR is doing the thing where it's copying someone else's homework. And some people get mad at me for saying that, like saying that, they got mad at me for saying that SWTOR was copying someone else's homework for dynamic encounters, and I'm like, have you guys not played Guild Wars 2? Like, have you not played Guild Wars 2 at all? Because literally Guild Wars 2 is literally like dynamic encounters is just the default leveling of Guild Wars. It's just how the game is played. They get mad when people call it SWTOR or call SWTOR or WoW ripoff. It is. And here's the thing. I used to be one of the people that said it wasn't. But it absolutely freaking is. Like, even one of the devs said it's hard to unseat the king of MMOs while copying the king of MMOs. So one of the devs even knew that they were trying to dethrone WoW by copying WoW. That's just, like guys, like, it's okay. What are we doing here? Like, come on, guys. Like, it's like, are you guys on that much copium to where you guys cannot see what's happening? Ooh, I like this. Oh. What happens to them? Do they disappear? Oh no, they're still there. SWTOR community acts like the WoW community has a massive superiority over the WoW. I'm sure they do. For the shooter, in my experience, SWTOR has a bad superiority. No, they freaking do. It's not even. It's more than just a superiority complex. It's like, I think, like, I compare the SWTOR community like Apple users. They're so entrenched in the ecosystem of Apple that they can't imagine that something is better, and if they try to acknowledge that something is better, then they challenge it challenges their whole identity. You're an Apple user? Good on you. I have problems with Apple. Don't have a problem with Apple users. I have problems with Apple. Oh god dang. Holy frick. I have problems with Apple. I'm an Android and PC guy. Like, the only Apple product I wholeheartedly get behind and tell people that they need that if they're looking for it to spend money on it is an iPad. But I hate iPhones. I don't like iMacs. I don't like MacBook. I don't like the MacBooks or the Pros. I think I think most of the time they're overpriced, and people are just like in love with the shiny. And it's because Apple tries to build themselves as like this special walled garden where nothing they do can ever be challenged. And I'm like, guys, that's not how it works. Straight up. Fair. I like using Macs, but when it comes to learning and editing for perfect, Macs is no limiting. Although I use Macs for school and watching TV, etc. But yeah, you wanna know what my big problem with Apple is? It's you can never buy one Apple product. Apple designs all of their stuff to suck you into their ecosystem. So like you walk into an Apple store and you're just like, okay, I want to get an iPhone. And it's like, okay, but I need freaking I need AirPods. Okay, it's like, okay, it's like, oh yeah, and I need a tablet. So I need a tablet, and the iPhone works really good with the iPad, so I'm gonna get an iPad. And you know what? And you know what? All of this stuff really works together with an iMac, and you know I need a desktop. Oh, and then on top of it, you know, I'm really gonna need something on the go. So I think I'm gonna get a MacBook 2 and make sure you get an Apple Pencil. All of a sudden, you walk out of an Apple store paying $10,000. Oh yeah, AirPods are trash, dude. AirPods are garbage. Can't stand AirPods. People act like they're the best thing since sliced bread too, and I'm just like, guys, chill. It's no. Ooh, there's one at the entrance. Oh wait, no, is that the one in the? That's the monkey lizards. Okay. Oh wait, this is the one that's bugged over there. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. But yeah, but that's the way SWTOR players ask. That's the way a lot of SWTOR players ask. Not everyone, but a lot of them. They're so entrenched in the game that anything that butts against it, like Josh Strife Hayes' video that he did, like worst MMO ever on Star Wars: The Old Republic, was 100% on point. 10 toes down, Josh was right, and I know that sent some longtime SWTOR players into a goddamn seizure. I know that there are some SWTOR players out there that turned into the freaking dude from Boondocks. They freaking lost their mind.
While I finish the analysis.
And the thing about it is, it's sad because I'm like, guys, this is a game that makes you pay money to ask for help. If you're a free-to-play player and something happens to your account, they don't give an F because you're not giving them money. To them, all your achievements and stuff can be like, fine, just create a new account, please. Think about that. That's messed up. Also, the line. To me, it looks like the players just seem to care more about bringing new players than the developers do, and they rely on a lot of nostalgia. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes.
Analysis complete.
The thing about it is, what proves is that SWTOR has a good thing going for it is that Josh kept playing SWTOR after he made the video. I was watching his streams when he was playing the game after he made the video. Most SWTOR YouTubers watch the kids are gone. Yeah, the only one that's around is SWTORista. Yeah. SWTOR has a ton of potential. It really does. Like if anyone were to come up to me and be like, SWTOR is garbage, it has nowhere to go, and you can't, it has no potential, I would immediately fire back with them. I would immediately fire back at them because it's not true. SWTOR has a ton of potential. Ooh, there's another one inside the Dark Temple. Okay, so I gotta. They put a lot here. Yep, I remember Dolphy. Yeah, Dolphy. Dolphy's not around anymore. See, that's what happens when you have a game that actively pushes out its veteran players, and not just its veteran players, its most passionate players. Seriously. SWTOR pushed out all of their passionate players. That's another thing that really sucked the game down. All the passionate players have left. And the ones that are still there get shouted down because everyone is allergic to criticism. He does Witcher 3 content now? Oh, fun. Good pivot. I don't think I've ever seen that guy. I don't think I've ever seen his content before. Gave me someone to look up. I can't believe it's already 10:30. I gotta do this last one in the Dark Temple.
These fools tamper with forces they do not understand.
You turned her against me.
You have done that yourself. You will not take it from me.
Like, there was something about like vanilla SWTOR that I absolutely miss. One of the things I miss is like.
My tomb echoes with the footfall of plunderers. Cleanse this hallowed place, and I will grant you power.
My tomb echoes with the footfall of plunderers. Cleanse this hallowed place, and I will grant you power, such power. Ooh.
I see the laws of Jedi. I do not fear the dark side. I have brought peace, freedom, justice,
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
and security.
I like his channel. He's very into lore and used to do storytelling with SWTOR. I would love to do some like user-generated content with SWTOR, but like I'm actually trying to come up with like some ideas for that, because I think that would actually be like a lot of fun. Like the user-generated content, like roleplay and stuff like that, is taking off. Which I think it's funny that roleplay is taking off, because Jesus Christ, I remember when like roleplay was just like a thing that like no one liked to do, because it was like that's for like the hardcore nerds. Like someone described it as like role players are like out of the group of nerds, role players were the nerdiest. And I know that because I was one of them. I've done some SWTOR lore videos on my channel, but
At last, I look upon my tomb with my own eyes. At last, I look upon my tomb with my own eyes. At last,
yeah, I can't fight him yet. He looked like Marco Ragnos. Like he looked like Marco Ragnos. That was creepy. Sometimes I do class stories whenever I'm bored. Warrior and Hunter are most special for me. Along with the Jedi Knight. Jedi Knight story was the first story I did when I was a beta tester. That was fun. I really enjoyed the Knight storyline when I was playing in the beta. And thing about it is like almost everyone was playing the Knight story in the beta. I've never finished the Bounty Hunter storyline. Always wanted to. Never had a chance to, but I would freaking love to. I might do it. Might turn into a stream. Oh, excuse me. Oh gosh. All you new people, hey, if you guys are new here, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for coming from the raid. Love all you lurkers and stuff like that. Don't feel pressure to chat. Only thing I ask you guys, if you guys like hearing me talk, that I play other games, I play SWTOR, drop a follow so you guys can know when I go live again, man. Come on back. Lurk in the chat. Oh boy. Also, I'm like the Torian romance. I'm not sorry. You shouldn't be sorry. You know what's funny? A lot of people swear by Kaleo to Janice, and I don't like her romance. So wait, I gotta take a look at this guy. Did they take Marco Ragnos' model and just screw with it?
You will not bend. You will be broken.
Okay, it looks like they did some customizations on that. It doesn't look like they just scaled up Marco Ragnos. Because Marco Ragnos' model is in the game. Don't worry about me. I know this lore inside and out, dude. It's like if I have a PhD in Star Wars, man. Not what I wanted to do. I'd also redesign this combat into the game from the ground up, man. I'd rebuild the combat in this game from the ground up. Like, PvP players must be having it hard. To be honest, perhaps it's just me, but I'd like more companion customization options too. Oh yeah, dude, of course. That was kind of cool. Wish there was more mechanics, but it was kind of cool. I liked it.
At last, I look upon my tomb with my own eyes.
Oh wow, okay, like I did that one already. And wait, like this is like that's for like a storyline back there. Okay. So wait, I'm going to turn to the fleet. For the Imperial storylines and than pub storylines, everyone does. Everyone does. The pub storylines are not that good. Imperial storylines are way better. That is just like a fact. And I wish it wasn't so because I like pub side. I love the Republic. But like I feel like the Republic players got kind of shafted with the storylines. But not just that, I think what it is, because what a lot of people don't know is there was like a glitch in the game, or like a bug that basically incentivized everyone to play Empire side back when the game launched. I just want them to do like another class-focused expansion, kind of like Legion, but throw back to vanilla SWTOR, where the map has a ton of class-locked areas. See, I don't want that, because that makes it feel less of a unified world. And I think that's another problem SWTOR has too, is the fact that the world doesn't feel as it feels like a persistent world, but I feel like the players are too siloed on either side. Mix it up and have story areas locked to a combo of classes, so multiplayer chat dialogue could still be a thing. See, here's the thing: you don't going back to class specific things just brings back the design problem that we have now. You don't want to add more issues with the design. You want to do something for the future that makes it easier to design more varied, detailed and dynamic content for the game going forward. If you do more class isolating stuff, then you're just compounding the design issues we have right now. I think that doing stuff like that really just doesn't help the issue. What I would do, unironically, is that wait, not that. Hold on. We do need more stuff like Shadow of Revan. Shadow of Revan was cool. Shadow of Revan was good. Especially because because they didn't go back to full class storylines, but we had one quest for each class that was complete, that was different. So that's cool. But I think what the shift needs to go from personal class storylines to doing faction and zone quests that feel personal. And because one of the things, I think one of the reasons why people are really attached to the class storylines is because the class storylines are something that's built on your decisions. What happens in the story is built on your decisions, which is great design from what Bioware did, from what Bioware is trying to go for. The thing about it is, I think they expanded it too far to where the entire game was supposed to be an MMO is too focused on you as a personal, too focused on you as a personal player, without making you feel like you're part of a galaxy that makes you feel special, but isn't entirely focused on you. I would say I wish the story was richer, more story and less flashpoints, but I think SWTOR 7 had everything, both story and remote players and non-cartel market to get almost nothing. Yeah, it's true. So like, if I were to do this, let's say I put in charge of redoing the Star Wars MMO, or redoing SWTOR, what I would do is you choose your class, but everyone starts in the same location, and the starting area is a personal story for you that you make decisions on, but your decision will lead you to ending up on either faction. So you can make a choice, and that choice projects you for the rest of the game and doing stuff for your faction. No more of this picking a faction from a menu. Make the faction choice part of the story and make it personal. Why do you want to join the Republic? I want to be a Jedi. I want to defend the Republic. I want to be a guardian of peace. That's what I want to do. Why do you want to join the Republic military? I want to fight for the people. I'm from a planet in the Republic. The Republic is where I want to be. The Republic is where I want to be, and it needs to be defended. Why do you want to join the Sith? I seek power. I've been downtrodden my entire life, and I want to take revenge on the people that put me there. You make decisions in the starting area that makes you join the Sith Empire. Why do you want to fight for the Empire? The Empire fills me with patriotic fervor. I want glory. I want war, and I want to prove my strength. Glory to the Empire. Good. Now you can make a story decision that takes you down that path. And then you can add a third one. It's like, what do you want to get out of life? I want to swindle. Life's about getting ahead. And life's about getting ahead and getting rich. And I will kill whoever I have to. I will fight whoever I have to, and I will steal from anyone I want. Congratulations, you joined the criminal underworld. Now go fight for the Hutt cartel. Doesn't that sound more personal? Doesn't that sound more personal and sound like you were being projected onto a storyline that aligns you with your faction, so that it feels personal, but it doesn't feel so personal that if something breaks away from something you didn't want, you're more reactive. So if something happens to that faction, it's you and everyone who joined that faction that you're like, oh nah, we got to go back on this. And that's great for PvE and PvP. Doesn't that sound sick? I'm telling you, doesn't that sound like a SWTOR that you would play? You you want that game right now. It's like, of course, it's like hindsight's 20/20, but if I were to do SWTOR 2, first of all, yeet the garbage hero engine, and you move from focusing on personal stories, using an engine that can be moddable. Okay. That is a slippery slope. I do agree that stuff you should be able to do. You would have to do an engine that allows you to do stuff client side, and that sounds perfect. That sounds perfect. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to run into the add-on problem that World of Warcraft has, because add-ons have basically gone out of control to the point where add-ons feel like cheating, or it's gotten to the point now where it's like, if you don't have an add-on, you can't do certain content because people will kick you out, because add-ons have become so informational that people need it to get through the game, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. But no, I hear your point. I think when it comes to stuff like that, you need to have stuff in the game that allows the players to express themselves. Oh yeah, client side cosmetic mods, yeah, absolutely. I would move to an engine. I would move to an engine that would allow that allow the artists and designers to develop a visual style for the game, but the engine needs to be able to needs to work so that the engineers can create tools to do what we want to accomplish with the game. And don't even get me started on player housing, because strongholds are a whole problem. Like, strongholds aren't bad, but strongholds are a whole problem. I don't like strongholds. If I learned modding and you had picked Hero or Frostbite, I would have been emotionally damaged. Like, here's the reason. I'm gonna tell you exactly the reason why you don't use Frostbite for MMOs or really any other or really any game that requires like stuff that you find in MMO. Frostbite's not made for that. Frostbite is an engine that's made for one game. It's made for Battlefield. And the only reason you see Frostbite in other games that aren't Battlefield that are made by EA is because Andrew Wilson is a freaking idiot. Like you should, like, I don't know if anyone remembers what was going on with Anthem, but they talked about how hard it was to try to get Anthem to work in Frostbite. Frostbite is an engine that's designed for Battlefield. So they literally had to have engineers from DICE hack their way around the engine to get it to work for Anthem. And they had to do the same thing for Dragon Age Inquisition. Frostbite engine is good for making Battlefield and Battlefield alone. And it's like anyone who knows anything about EA absolutely knows that. Like it's like there's so many they hate they really do hate mods being put in games, and it sucks. It's like a problem. Oh no, my camera died. No, my camera died. No, my camera died. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Hold on. My backup garbage webcam. When I say garbage, I mean it. Not that good. I heard that Frostbite is hell for modders too. Yeah, because Frostbite is not meant to be modded. Again, remember, Frostbite's for Battlefield. Battlefield's not meant to be modded. It's like, and not to mention, I mean, like, I don't want to say no. I mean, like, Battlefield does not have a big modding community because, you know, it's Battlefield. Not gonna lie, I know that there's a bunch of people. I know a bunch of people who love to mod. It's like, I know people who would love to mod Battlefield because they know they would have given us a better Battlefront if they could mod Battlefield. Like, people that mod the Arma games and stuff like that. Would love to be able to mod Frostbite, but EA loves the engine because Andrew Wilson thinks that it looks pretty. That's literally it. Like, it's nowhere like Andrew Wilson, the CEO of EA, is an idiot. He knows how to make money, but he's a god dang idiot, and oh God, I hate him so much. Like, it's an absolute problem. Oops, hold on. He seems like a scummy based on what I've seen. Oh no, he absolutely is. Don't get it twisted. Oops, not what I wanted. Oh God, it's so bright and horrible.